Guys, welcome in. No, I'm not dead. Okay, now I was losing brain cells though, listening to some of you lot shit before we started. Oh my goodness. Other than that,
Welcome in, guys.
welcome in, trainers. Guys, we are joined today on our 11th episode of I Booze You. If you're listening on Spotify, watching back on YouTube, we're joined by Brownballer10.
Hey, that's me.
That is
Welcome
you,
in.
that is
Welcome
you.
in.
Quick one, what are you
Oh.
drinking? What was that little can there? What were we drinking?
What's another light?
Muller Light, that's a yogurt.
Miller Light. Miller Light. Chilling with his little fruit corners.
I said, before I go into the usual intro / disclaimer, does anyone have any patriotic songs they wish to sing?
Oh, what about God Saved the King?
You can sing that if you want, yeah. You can welcome yourself in that way.
I don't know the lyric, how the tune goes. I need some help.
No. You have to say your interpretation. We can't give you.
Yeah. Go on. We'll do this. Go on.
We'll
Go on, we're ready.
We'll stand. Wait, I'm trying not to rip the headset out, so I need to I can't stand all the way out. Okay, ready?
Come on, Brownballer. Sing it for us.
1, 2, 3. God save our gracious King. Long live our noble King. God save the King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious. Long to reign over us. God save the King.
What the fuck?
That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
Poetic justice.
And do you know what's really bad?
Hmm.
Half of England doesn't even know the national anthem, so the fact you know it as an American
Do
is
you ever watch a soccer
quite
game?
incredible.
I'll say soccer game so we can translate. Do you ever watch a game of football or anything and you see the players go like this? They're just there, literally lip syncing. They don't know
Yeah,
it.
lifting it, yeah. Oh, mate, I'm not gonna lie, that was beautiful. That kind of made me a little bit emotional.
I'm teared up a
But
little,
honestly,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
up,
Google. Yeah, it's really great when you just Google the lyrics.
Oh, is that what you did?
Of course I did. Of course I don't know it.
I thought you were spitting. I thought you were really spitting. But guys, before we continue, just want to say thank you guys for all the support you've been showing us on the channel and on the pre-recorded episode as well. Really do appreciate it. But a little disclaimer for the viewers at home. Guys, so the premise of this podcast is purely for entertainment purposes. We do not advocate the overconsumption or abuse of alcohol, and we certainly do not promote binge drinking. All guests have the choice whether they wish to consume alcohol or not, and it is their responsibility, not ours, to drink responsibly. Yes? Sorry, is there something you want to say, Brownballer?
We just lost Josh.
What do you mean we lost Josh?
We're here. I'm still here.
His camera's gone.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry, I'm still here. Carry on.
Apparently, yeah, and also another little disclaimer, Josh basically is having some, there's some roadworks and all stuff going on around Josh's pub. So if Josh just tunes in and out like that, then yeah, just see him as like an evanescent like spirit or ghost. He'll chime in and out, but he is here live and direct. But apparently we need to sing the American anthem. I don't know how I feel about that.
God. I actually kind of know it.
I don't know it.
But you know, I'm not sure if people are quite ready for that. You know.
Right. At end of the stream, maybe we'll see how many beers it takes, and then
see how many beers we get.
I'll learn.
I think we need to drink some more beers.
Yeah, so we've got beers.
I can cheers to that.
We're on a Stella. We're on a Stella. Someone's getting laid out. Getting weighed in.
Are you still drinking those Stellas that Matt Beer left?
Yeah, because I was drinking Estrellas because I got my own beers. I was drinking all the Estrellas and had some Madries and San Miguel's. And then Evil's like, you got some beers in the fridge. I'm like, do I? Don't remember putting any in unless she's put some in for me. And they're the same beers that have been like hidden there for ages. I completely forgot about them. Nice. Right, we're gonna go briefly onto the pogo stuff. Like when I say briefly, yeah, we're literally gonna rocket through it. One step.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. What is this Rocket Man shit?
Rocket Man. It's Rocket Man. It's like if Elton John had a list, then it'd be Rocket Man, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Where has that come from? Is it just like? Is there like a TikTok or something I've missed?
No, that was just me. Literally just me.
Fair enough. I don't know why this screen isn't coming up, but we're just going to talk briefly about some of the updates that you guys have seen. We'll start off. We've got Hisuian Samurai raid day, so we get what 20 remote raids as usual, 2 till 5. Yeah, it's a bit of a mid event in my opinion. Short notice,
It's dead.
Yeah, it is
it's
what
dead.
it is.
It's not good for anything. It's not going to be good for anything.
Is it in the game yet?
It will be. Its debut will be on the raid day on the 3rd, on Sunday the 3rd.
Oh, I'm bat chesting already.
Oh god, no, you're not. You're not. There'll be no bat chest in Hisuian Samurai raid day.
No, really not.
I'm gonna rate it really hard. I'm gonna make a Master League one without Spicer Greninja.
Whoa, listen, yeah, my Greninja was putting in work.
Wait, do you remember you lost your Greninja in Master League?
No, what are you talking about? Oh, did anyone lose or did we lose?
You lose. No, when you faced a Greninja, you lost.
No.
Did you tell me? Is that true?
No.
You.
No.
You almost lost.
What do you mean? No.
I remember it.
You remember nothing. Memory's fucked, man. I mean, busy. Right, anyway, guys, we're going to go quickly. We're going to zip through this because we've got more important things to talking about. As you all know, started literally a couple of hours ago. New season of GBL. Timeless Travels. Yeah, TLDR. Basically, Skarmory's good again, Azu's good again, and Licky is still good. And Medi is not as good, but still good. That's basically it. And there's a Go Battle week that's got, we've got basically 6 days worth of 50 battles, in all leagues, as well. So that's a big one. And then the Go Battle Day is in Master League and Evolution Cup. So this is basically the season for Wales. There's 6 weeks, not including all of these extra Go Battle weeks and Go Battle days worth of Master League. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
What about Little Cup Holiday Edition?
Oh god. Yeah. No, to be fair, that's not even the worst one. The worst one's probably the Little Cup Catch Cup edition. You have to build a new bronzer.
Fucking hell, man.
There's a Little Cup Catch Cup.
Have you not seen that? One set.
No, I didn't look at any of this. I was hoping you'd read it to me.
Oh, fair enough. So we're here, guys. If you guys haven't unpacked it like Brownballer hasn't, clearly, we could do that here. So there's Retro, which is on now. Holiday Cup Great League Edition. Holiday Cup Little Cup Edition. Fantasy Cup Great League Edition. Evolution Cup Great League Edition. Fucking hell, bugged out there. Evolution Cup Great League Edition. Hisui Cup Great League Edition. Great League Remix.
Hisui.
Which has banned... Great League Remix has banned everything it should except fucking Carb Ink, which is stupid. But anyway, Catch Cup Timeless Editions, Great League Edition, and then the same thing for Little Cup.
What fucking cool! I can't wait to build another Little Cup XL Bronzor.
Yeah.
Dead. Yeah, absolutely dead. Right, bring back the Mega Master League, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Double primal for Legend. These are some of the attack changes. More precise, like, numbers and whatever are on like Pokemon's Twitter, I think, and I think PV Poke tweeted about it as well. Sure. But basically, breaking swipes now 50%, and there's a bunch of other stuff like Skarmory has basically been buffed by like a considerable amount because Steel Wing's very good. That's basically it. But guys, if you want to check out all the exact mons to see if your favorite Pokemon got buffed or nerfed, then go on the blog post and it is...
Find somewhere else to read it because we're not fucking reading it.
We're not reading it all. Right. We're not unpacking all of that. Right, Community Days. So obviously it's the big catch-up for Community Days. We get the last 2 years of Community Days. And on Saturday you get this shit, which that is actually pretty bad. Sunday looks considerably better, to be fair, because... Yeah, I just think it does. Timber, Axew... if you want a good IV, Greninja, Froakie's back. And then you get all the classics as well, which, to be fair, I think the classics this year weren't too bad, but they've already started next year with bloody, what is it, Porygon, so that's going to be...
Yeah, so they've already leaked...
Fuck yes!
Yeah, so they've already leaked the Community Day mons.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be...
next year. So it's going to be Rowlet, and then Porygon Classic, and then... Chansey,
yeah.
In
so
February.
we know. Is it Rowlet is the one that evolves into Decidueye, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that we know that's going to get Frenzy Plant. So we know that much. Porygon, it will just be a repeat of Tri-Attack, and then what's it? Chansey, we don't know. People saying counter. People say charm. Like, we don't know. We don't know, guys.
It cannot. It'll be soft boiled.
Oh God. Yeah, no.
Introduce
soft boiled maybe. Right, and then obviously you can get legacy moves for any Pokemon that you did miss. And again, if you want to see which exact Pokemon there, go on the blog post. Right, time travels.
I've just seen as well, Mike has redeemed for us to do a shot.
I don't know how I missed that. I must have been... I went away. So, right, shot. Brownballer,
this is optional, Brownballer, but if you want to do a shot...
Oh, damn it. I have to go downstairs. I'll be back.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay, we love that.
I've got the famous I Boozy shot bottle. This was full when we started podcasting, by the way.
Well, this is the second bottle of Tequila Rose. So I don't really like shot or drink at home. So this is the second bottle of Tequila Rose that was purchased for Eva's birthday. That is mine.
Beautiful.
Right, but quickly, while BB's gone, we'll scroll through this just ever so briefly. But new season, it's got all the season highlights. Stuff about Sinnoh Tour, which I'm not really going to go into, but for those that don't know, Sinnoh Tour details got announced, and it's in where is it? Is it Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, yeah.
It's Los Angeles, and then there's a global one. But yeah, there's some features, party play, routes, showcases, same old stuff really, and yeah, they've got like an expedition access thing, which I think is quite good, and I didn't realise what it was until I got gifted it. So...
It's fucking busted, bro. It's probably one of the biggest pay-to-win features we've ever had, in my opinion.
Yeah. So shout out Racket Girl for gifting me that. Do appreciate you.
Racket Girl.
Honestly, I said no, not Racket Girl. Racket Girl. I must have sent her a gift from like the tennis courts on campus, and like I didn't take. It wasn't a deliberate send, and she like DM'd me saying that. Oh, like really made my day. You sending that gift, so I was like,
"That's joke, Racket Girl."
Man, like Elton. This is gonna be Elton. Wait, if Elton's there, we might as well become Elton ourselves. If you want to go through this, if you want to go through this holiday gameplay shit, I'll go on. There are the dates and times. If you want to unpack that, Brownballer's back, so I will leave you two to unpack this.
Okay, hang on. Let me. Pull it
My shot glass is 100% not clean.
That's the best time to do a shot, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so bring on the holiday gameplay. This is basically just like in-person events. It seems to only be in Europe at the minute. I don't actually know what it is, but it just says each location will be open from 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. I think they're just going to be like more stops that will give you extra Pokeballs, whatnot. I imagine it'll have some cool gift artwork, but nothing really special there, to be honest.
I don't know if this makes it better, but these shades I found are literally...
Oh my God.
I think it makes it better.
Oh, did you guys ever take your shot?
Oh, no, we're waiting for you.
Elton Tom.
This glass is not clean at all.
Yeah.
Chin.
No, mine ain't either.
Cheers.
Right.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, my screen went off. But yeah, I didn't actually know what it was. I didn't read it, but it looks like there's a few. I think they had a similar thing last year.
I can't take him seriously.
What do you mean?
The flower crown hat on, man.
Listen, flower crown Tom.
Wait, you mean you can take him seriously other days of the year?
That's true.
Listen, yeah, get it out while you can, Brownballer, because we're on to you after this pogo section. Yeah, hold that. Right.
Someone in chat, please clip Thomas in this shit so I can put it on TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't realise these were broken until I literally just picked them out of the box they were in.
It's fucking ridiculous. I love it.
But I think they had a similar thing where, what was it? There was were there not like some special bonus features in? It was either like Mexico or something, or it was like some of the Caribbean countries. I can't remember, but they had some like exclusive location stuff there. I don't think it was like any gameplay features, but
no
idea.
What Pokemon is this?
Oh no, this is for the holiday gameplay. So I think they have some just like some IRL shit that if you're in these locations, then
What locations are they?
Well, there's one in the UK at Queen's Walk in London, one in Paris, and there's 3 in Germany. So I don't know. I guess it's something that I reckon there's like big Christmas markets or something happening there, and they thought, you know what, we'll have it there as well.
Well, because Queen's Walk is outside Buckingham Palace, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it's got to just be stopped.
When are they going to call it King's Walk?
Really?
Well, they're gonna. After there's another king.
When any other king.
Mm.
Right. First of all, who the fuck is this? Who is Mateo? Who is this Don? Who is this?
Oh, I actually have to think over Mateo.
Dude, I don't understand why they didn't just call him Hiker, as in like from the actual games, right? Because that is what
that's the character,
he is, right?
Yeah. Right, Brownballer, do you want to talk a bit about Mateo just briefly? If you can see.
He can't fucking read it, bro.
No, it's funny.
I can't read it.
I forgot you said you can't. So guys, off stream, Brownballer said I said you should write a book.
No, bro, because no, it's nothing to do with that. Because the screen we're looking at is like this fucking big.
But Brownballer, we said to Brownballer he should write a book, and he said I would write it if I could read. So I'm very sorry for getting that. Not educated, but basically this
that's a size for ants. Ants can't read that.
Basically, there seems to be some updates with the routes in game and party play. And there's a special research story where it will be available to trainers to learn more about Mateo and the power of exchanging gifts, a route to new friendships.
Fuck yes!
So these wild Pokemon are available. Wooloo's the only good one. Maybe Pawmi if you still need it. There's some shit in eggs, which it's not anything special that we've not had before. Bonuses, you get some more stuff for basically like being out and about and spinning stops, so you get more XP, more dust from opening gifts, and half egg hatch distance. Research encounters, Wooloo, Eevee, and Hisui and Sneasel. Same again pretty much for the time research, except no Eevee, but Feebas and Pawmi. And then there's showcases where they'll probably end up putting Squirtle in instead of fucking Sneasel. So more Squirtle showcases. Right.
I mean, to be fair, I think Quack summed up in chat. He said, Mateo can fuck himself, quite frankly.
Respectfully, Mateo. Yeah, he can get fucked. But we spoke about this one briefly. So this is the ticketed expedition access for December. We'll quickly go to what the bonuses are. So I think it's like, it's $5 or whatever that works out in your local currency. You get a single-use incubator for your first spin of the day, 3 times XP for your first catch, 3 times XP for your first spin. You can open up to 50 gifts. You can send up to 150. And you can hold up to 40 gifts, which you could originally, but now if you don't have... You could for last season's part of the bonus, but now, because that bonus is gone, this is sort of like you're paying for the same bonus you already had in a roundabout way.
Let's fucking go. I fucking love paying.
We love a pay-to-win feature.
We do. It's got timed research. It's a month long. You can gain ground on XP and Stardust with Gibble, so you can get some XP, Stardust, and Gibble encounter. It's not bad, to be fair. If you've got the money spare, definitely worth buying, or, you know, you can see if there are any gifters. Right, and then this one, I don't actually understand what this is.
Which one?
This Kanto one. But what were you saying about the expedition?
I actually think it's the most, like, worthwhile thing they've brought out that's paid in a long time.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Yeah.
What's the last thing you can remember that's been worthwhile, that's actually worth paying for?
The Master Ball research after you failed it the first time.
That was good.
Can't relate, but yeah.
I'd say 3 remote passes for, what was it, 200 or 250?
Yeah.
That was the last thing. But in terms of actual like ticketing and stuff, you have to pay with money and not coins. I can't think of anything that's actually been as
the Ops Lagoon outfit.
The Goon outfit?
That was so good.
Oh, shit, man. Alright.
So positive, man.
We're going to go into this very quickly, but I don't understand the need for this event. But anyway, the following Pokemon commonly encountered in 2016 are returning to roam the wild. I think because it's a timeless or timeless travels season, so I think they're just throwing it back to a lot of like nostalgic Pokemon, and obviously Kanto being the first region and everything. So they're doing a lot of Kanto shit as well as the Hisui stuff. So we've got Vulpix, Ponyta, Krabby, and Voltorb that will be commonly encountered in the wild. Event bonus 3 times XP for catches, and then you've got all these general Kanto stuff, and then as usual they like to throw Dratini in as like a rarer spawn. Number of guaranteed lucky trades has gone up from 15 to 25. So if you have any Pokemon that are 2018 or older, you can do it 25 times. Is it in general? It's 25 times in general, not a day. Make sure I read that right. Yeah. Okay, so you can force lucky trades to happen if you have the right Pokemon.
Oh, let's fucking go.
That's not too bad. Right, Ditto change up. So Ditto appears to be changes different Pokemon in the wild. So new Ditto transformations: Oddish, Coffin, Rhyhorn, and Goldeen. And then we've got some crap in raids. So Staryu, Omanyte, Kabuto, Chansey, Cypher, and Snorlax. And then we've got timed research as usual. All of
What's the legendary?
What in raids? It will be. I don't think there's one featured for this event. It will just be whatever's supposed to be in raids in general. So I'm not sure, to be honest. Let me have a look at the date of this event, and then we can have a look. December 11th to 15th. So should be Zekrom still, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
but
good.
If anyone in chat knows any better, then feel free to correct. But that's pretty much it for the Pokemon section. We're gonna close that. Any standouts for you, Brownballer, from those events? A lot.
Like I might do more than 2 routes right now because that's how many I'm at.
What, 2?
2.
I'm at 2.
Jesus.
I don't know any near you, or is that just choice?
I mean, I've walked routes without doing them.
Okay. Right. We're gonna move on. One thing I've always wondered, and I feel like I half know the answer, but I'm not 100% sure, which is why it's a good opportunity to ask. So, why the name Brownballer? Like, I if I'm not mistaken, used to play, was it baseball back in the day?
I can answer your question in like 2 seconds. I'll show you why.
Okay, man's gonna show us.
I've fixed my camera, by the way, Thomas, but it's not showing up.
That's weird. 1 second. Let me try and figure out why.
Oh, he's got the batty out.
Wait, what?
He's got his batty out.
What is going on, trainer?
Yeah.
Right.
Show us his brown balls.
That's what I thought. I knew someone was going to say that. Someone will have to entertain.
Well, what a fantastic question. So,
yeah.
So, it's very simple. This shirt is a basketball shirt that I wore in high school.
Okay.
It is the color brown.
Okay.
It says Baller Basketball on it. Okay. Brown Baller. And guess what?
Go on.
My number was 10.
Right.
I thought the 10 was like a mental age thing. Just so.
No, it was just the number I wore because I just picked that number. So I'm like, oh shit. So like, you ever like have the iPod games or you remember like the first generation iPhones and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you had to come up with like a username for like all your stuff.
Yeah.
So like I needed a username. So I'm like, I'm in high school. I'm playing basketball. Oh, I'm Brownballer10. Boom.
Nice.
So it just stuck since then.
But so the question is, was you any good at basketball?
I was good at fouling.
Good at fouling. Okay, but like, are we talking like traveling fouls or like unnecessarily roughness?
You were ripping jerseys, man.
Yeah, there was no refs since it was intramural, so I fouled a bunch. So I was like, so I occasionally got a block, and like there's a few blocks that I had that were really good, but like for scoring, I think my highest of the game is like 4 points.
So you never played any baseball? It was literally just basketball, and you were just fouling?
Oh, yeah. But I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, I actually played a bit of basketball in school as well. Yeah, I was quite good. I was a good scorer. I was terrible at defense, though.
I'm really good at defense, but there's no like ref to say that you fouled, so you see.
Ref don't see it. It didn't happen.
Exactly. If the ref doesn't see it, it didn't happen.
So hang on. So I think me and Thomas spoke about this. So did you take part in? Who was it? Who hosted? Was it Arrow? Was it Arrow hosted a basketball thing? One of the regionals?
I did not.
I don't think he did. No, I know that I think that was like.
Who was it?
I know Rise took part, and I think it might maybe both.
I wasn't invited.
You're too short.
So who was it? Because one of the people in America hosted a Pokemon Go basketball game.
Yeah, it was Stadium. Yeah, it was Stadium Elite and Elite GMs.
Was it like Jengles and Smash King and like Nices and all that? Yeah. It
was at. I think it was at Go Fest.
Yeah.
Wait, so they did that, but they didn't invite you, despite being a baller?
I mean, I wasn't at Seattle Go Fest.
Oh, okay. That probably makes more sense. You should have opened with that.
I wasn't there.
Ep.11, not because I just didn't get the call up.
He's just sat in the stand.
I just didn't want to go to Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so funny. Just imagine you just sat in the stands, your jersey and your Jordans in your hand, waiting to get on the.
Well, you know what that reminds me of? Like, do you remember those old videos where it's like nerd playing basketball in the hood, and then Brown, because it was always what was his name? Oh, the one that dressed up as the Spider-Man that played basketball.
Oh.
What's his name? Oh. The YouTuber.
Oh my god.
What's his name? Oh,
I don't know, but he got a gun pulled on him.
Professor, yes, Quack, no, Professor, yeah.
Professor, yeah.
Brownballer, imagine Brownballer just pulling up, and everyone's like, this guy can't play, and he's just there, with handles and...
Just breaking ankles, wasn't he? Yeah, man. Right.
Backs out, breaking ankles.
Yeah, that's fucking funny, man. Damn.
So you never played baseball? I swear to God,
I did play baseball. I played baseball in high school.
Oh, were you any better at that?
Oh, yeah, I played 3 seasons.
Any better? Basically, he's saying, "Oh, so you were shit at basketball?
No, I'm going off of what a man's telling me, and he said he fouls a lot. That doesn't make for a good player. But what level did you play baseball? Was it sort of like a casual or school thing?
I played for school. I played for 2 travel leagues.
Okay.
And then I went to college. I didn't play in college. Because
when you say travel leagues, what is that? What's a travel league?
I'd say we'd travel 2 hours for games.
Okay.
All right.
So no, you're not traveling like you're doing basketball.
No, it was American Legion. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
I am, unfortunately. I am, unfortunately. I have.
Why is that unfortunate?
Okay, so you remember the story I told you about how I nearly got into a bar fight in an American Legion bar?
I think so, yeah. No,
yeah.
I remember,
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's why it's an unfortunate
yeah, exactly. That's why as soon as he brought it up, I was like, oh, God.
Brownballer, have you ever been involved in any bar fights?
Sort of.
What do you sort of? What?
Oh,
either where or you weren't? Or did you
So my friend is the bouncer at the bar that we're at.
Okay.
And when was it? I think it might have been homecoming. So there's just my one friend is can't remember what happened, but I think the line for the girls' room was really long, so his girlfriend used the men's room. So he was standing outside the door to make sure nobody went in and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy that says, I'll watch the door. He's like, that's my girlfriend. He's like, I have this. And he's like, and then he spits at him.
The fuck?
The fuck?
So, you man are dirty. Not even oh.
Yeah, so he just laughs at it, and then suddenly he gets punched in the face.
So where were you when this was happening? Where's the?
We were all in a group together, and our friends just near the bathroom, just staying outside of it, and then suddenly we just see our friend just get hit in the face, and it's what? It just came out. Nobody was. He was laughing, and then suddenly he just got whacked.
Right.
So you came in
and
ready
then
to like throw hands.
no,
Oh.
no. My friends told me to go get our friend who's the bouncer to kick the guy out.
That's not a bar fight. That's your friend getting punched up in the toilet, and then you lot just watching him.
Oh, I wasn't gonna fight the guy. I wasn't trying to get a fight.
If gang pull up, are you gonna back your brethren? Brownballer's like, hell no, hell no, I ain't backing no one. I'm straight in the Addison Lee. I'm out of here.
I enjoy my teeth. I enjoy my teeth. I don't like them being knocked out.
How old are you?
23.
How old are you now?
29.
Oh, that's amazing. Bro completely failed the question. Have you ever been involved in a bar fight?
You've seen a bar fight.
Yeah,
I watched my friend get in a bar fight.
Right, so
kind of. What happened? I went and got security.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking try and break it up. There's bigger people to be there trying to break it up. I'm gonna let bigger people do it.
Should have like asserted your alpha dominance, man.
Yeah,
should have got in there.
The guy was like 50. I'm like, I'm not gonna get involved between a 50-year-old and
Are you an old boys night?
No.
50.
So the townies, they come in like before early.
Yeah.
And like they'll just like, and then they leave, when the college kids come in.
You were scrapping with man ordering off the early birds menu. Like, what is
He may not have been that old. He may have been like 35.
That's gone down a lot from 50. Right, anyway.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
50, 35, yeah, it's all the same.
That's questionable in itself. Right, we're moving on before you incriminate yourself.
No. All I can think of from that, have you guys seen the clip of the street fight where the guy...
Oh, the guy got his ass out. Like a no homo way. In a no homo way, I was trying to see if you can see man's wood in the video. You can't actually see it.
Oh
shit.
Mate, I really hope you've seen that video, bro. So it's basically it's a street fight, right? And this guy's trying to get this guy off his boy, right? So he pulls his trousers down. And
you just see cheeks.
he tries to stick a finger up his ass mid fucking fight. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's mad.
Okay.
Yeah, have you not seen that video? It was all over Twitter.
I have not. That doesn't really sound like a video I want to watch.
No, dude, it is so fucking funny, man. It is fucking hilarious. Yeah, that is fucking funny, man. Like, for some reason, when you just said I was kind of involved, that was the first thing I thought. But I can't believe you haven't seen that video. It is ridiculous, man.
To answer the question initially, Brownballer not been involved in any bar fights, because I've said to Josh off air that we should do a tier list. I know of everyone that we have on the cast and their sort of drunken moments or any sort of adventures they've been on, whether drunk or sober, or just crazy stories they have to tell. And yours is definitely down there. Actually, no, it's not even applicable because it's not you. It's not.
Those are good drunk stories.
You was not involved, but
you wasn't involved.
Yeah, I don't fight people when I'm drunk.
What do you do when you're drunk?
Right. Yeah, come on.
What?
If you don't fight people, what do you do when you're drunk? Do you have a little dance? Do you start rizzing up some of the local females? What does Brownballer do when he's had a few beers?
You drink more beers.
No, but when you've had a few beers, you can't always just. So the way I'd interpret that, you're just the one, you're just a wallflower, just constantly drinking beer, looking at everyone,
No, you play drinking games.
Okay, yeah. What drinking games do you play? What's your go-to drinking game?
Pong.
How do you play
Beer
pong? Oh, do you just call it? You don't call it pong?
Beer pong.
Oh, I was gonna say pong. I was like, what about the rest? Fair enough. What do you play that's a bit more you don't need any
wild
equipment? Yeah, you can just play just with yourself and drinks and maybe a phone.
play with yourself with drinks
No,
in your
no,
phone.
no.
Bro just said, "Do you wank?" Basically.
Do I like to play with myself when I drink? No, because I like to drink with other people, and that'd be kind of weird.
You get them to play with you instead.
I don't. That's not playing with what?
But go on then. But go on. So, like, what would you say is like your wildest story from when you've been drunk?
Oh, okay. Well,
your story,
well,
not your
I have a few good. I have a few good ones.
Not your boy's story. I don't want to hear about no one else. I want to hear Brownballer. Otherwise, we're gonna get them on the cast.
God damn it. Well, let's see here. Well, one time I made a person take 18 shots in 1 hour.
That sounds like me. Like that
that does.
Let's see here.
No. We're talking about you. Like,
I know. I'm gonna take it. There's 8 years to come from.
We're here. We've got time. We're gonna hear them all.
I know. All right.
He's like, I know. He's like, you fuckers. I know.
All right. Let's see here.
I've got it written down. What do you?
We have this season called Fest season.
Okay.
So there's like a whole like a street full of houses that are like college houses, and one weekend a year, that street hosts a giant party.
Right.
So let's see here. There's this one street called Mill Street. So there's Millfest, and
Millfest.
there's also
let's go.
There's Millfest, and then there's Millfest.
Which one do you go to?
Oh, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Millfest is when Mom's Weekend is.
Oh yes, that's like Mom's go to Millfest.
Yes. So we have this giant party of the entire street. And you just go to the houses and you just drink like copious amounts of alcohol. And they have music playing and everything. And then eventually the cops shut it down after there's enough belligerent people. And we start setting couches on fire.
Belligerent.
And houses
setting
on fire.
Couches on fire.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they stopped. Made us stop doing that. My freshman year, they set a house on fire.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
Nice.
Jesus. Don't tell me you were the one who called security this time as well.
No. But when the houses catch on fire, they kind of have to, shut the parties down, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate for the person whose house it is.
Somebody call 911. Brownballer's house is burning.
But okay, so yeah, that's quite outrageous. But have you had anything like really like embarrassing happen like to you when you've been like out on a night out?
I can drink a lot, so it's hard for me to get embarrassed.
That's relative though. What's a lot? Like, how much would you have to spend like on a night out to get to a level where you feel like you don't have to drink anymore and you can just enjoy the time, the occasion, wherever it is you are?
I don't know, like nine drinks in like 2 hours maybe. I don't know, like fast.
Yeah.
Like I can't get like that drunk off beer. You just get good and drunk.
It just sounds like you're an alcoholic that doesn't go out.
I am not. I'm a functioning alcoholic.
Yes, a functional alcoholic.
Okay,
See, that is a man who knows how to drink, because that is a phrase only people like that know how to use. Like that. So I respect that.
Honestly, since I graduated, I guess now I get to relive my drinking days during the pogo after parties. So I remember during Hartford at the NEB house, me and Ed got fucking sloshed.
Wasn't the NEB house the one Josh where Frostfire was telling you about? And he said that you all stayed up to 11 and went to bed. It's like this same NEB house.
That was the night. Wait, what? I don't remember that one.
I don't remember. From what I've heard, that Frostfire obviously part of Northeast Battlers, so shout out Frostfire. He said that he was explaining one of the socials to Josh, and he was saying that it was the way he described it and the way he like tried to make it sound like in his head was like, oh yeah, we stayed up to 11 or something like that, and yeah, 11's when most people go out in the UK.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think it might have been 11 Pacific time, maybe. We were out late.
No, we mean like 11 p.m. Like
yeah, I know. Like, so like that. It was late. I mean, the biggest thing is like we have to be able to like get back to where we were because the NEB house was fucking 30 minutes away from where we needed to be.
When you say NEB house, whose house is this? Like, this ain't like the Sidemen
NEB rented it.
Like, whose house is this?
NEB rented a horse farm. 30 minutes.
Whose mum's house is this? That's what I want to know.
Kaiser and Bozak's I rented a horse farm.
That's such an American thing. Like,
it was so fucking far away. Like, we had like, it was great. They were playing poker. Like, we were just drinking like just shit ton of alcohol. Like, we were just taking the captain. I'm pretty sure we drank like half the bottle. Me and Ed did.
What were you just doing? Were you just shotting it or just like sipping it?
Both.
Fair enough. Well, speaking of shots, Quack, don't think I haven't seen that.
Speaking of shots, we do have another shot redemption.
We have another shot redemption. But yeah, whenever I've heard it referred to as the NEB house, I'm thinking like, whose mum's house is this? Like, I didn't realise that they booked out a fucking
farm. Obviously I know some of the NEB boys anyway, but so normally when they go to these events, they do generally like rent like houses for like a few days, like big houses. And they all just like crash there.
I guess not everyone has the sort of privilege of owning a pub. So it's like
cheers.
We're just blessed to have MrAvalanche as part of the community here.
Well.
Oh, we didn't like that one. No? That one didn't hit?
Nah, not really.
Brownballer's cheeks on your jinx. He gets so happy. Look. Look how happy he is.
So me and Thomas actually spoke about this, and so we haven't like publicly spoken about it, but like we do think that in Europe we do like the Play Pokemon event parties way bigger and better than America.
And we had Des, we had Des in chat as well. And if Des, you're still here, you can vouch for us as well. It's not.
And Des can vouch.
It's not a British.
You guys also. I think you guys have better public transit, so I mean, it's easier for you guys to get back to where you stay too.
To be honest, like everyone at these events are really good. So generally speaking, and Tom's probably back me up here, everyone kind of like when the night starts to like close out, and there's kind of the people who want to move on and drink more, which is normally like me and Thomas and a few others.
Yeah.
But then everyone else kind of asks around and kind of says like, oh, you know, like which way you heading, and everyone just kind of all chips in, and everyone just gets like Uber or taxi.
DLR, like, no, everyone just like bands together because a lot of the time, like, I was born in London, but a lot of the time I come back to London and it's like it's different now. Like when I was living in London, there was no Elizabeth line, and it's like I have to like try and re-familiarize myself. But generally speaking, I feel like I just do feel like we do it better though. Just in general, but like only because I don't know if you were there, Brownballer. Were you involved in the karaoke singing of "I Want to Be the Very Best"?
Oh, God,
what is this?
No, he wouldn't have been.
You weren't involved then. Fair enough.
It wouldn't have been. I think that was Seattle Go Fest, right?
Oh yeah, so anything Go Fest, yeah, you were safe.
Oh man, that killed me off. So basically, like someone had hosted like a social event, and it was at like a karaoke bar, right? Mm-hmm. And the caption was like, "What a fucking amazing night, amazing pub," and it's just all these people sat in this fucking karaoke room and they're singing the Pokemon song. And me and Tom's like, I could think of nothing worse.
Sitting out of context, sitting down and doing karaoke is just as mid anyway. Like, who sits down and does karaoke? You're up, you're on the mic, you're dancing like no one's watching, like you're singing like no one can hear you. It's like, who sits down and does karaoke? That's nerdy as hell. But no, it was just so crazy. They were all sat round, and then like the caption was something along the lines of what Josh said. It was like, oh, like this community is so so awesome, and it was so tapped. Like it was so.
Yeah.
And that is what I think of when I think of like these North American socials now, because that has ruined it. And I know they're probably not all like that, so it's just a general.
Yeah, I mean.
The general thing, I assume now.
I mean, I'm European descendant, so I mean, I know how to party like a European.
Where in
so
Europe?
I mean, I will come to an EUIC.
But we're not in Europe.
Yeah.
We're not in Europe.
One day.
You can't come. You're not.
As long as it's not in London, I can go to EUIC.
It's in London.
Yeah, it's in London. So.
Well, I can't go to this one because, well, I'm not prepared, and because
you have to just bring 3 phones, and then you'll come home with at least one of them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, like, can we talk about how like London is like the highest phone theft of like any city per capita?
I didn't realize we had Junkers on. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was Brownballer that we had on.
Okay, so to be fair, I actually do have thoughts on this. No, I do, because so he does raise a valid point.
He does, yeah.
But I also feel like a certain degree of it is just kind of being aware of your surroundings anyway. Like, I kind of feel like if you go to any city that you've never been to before and you walk around gormlessly with your phone in your hand, right, and someone snatches it, I feel like you're kind of setting yourself up for it a little bit, right? Because because it happens everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like, just take the measures necessary to stop that.
Also, I feel like if you're in London, there's a lot better stuff to look at in your phone.
Yeah.
100% agree. Yeah.
Like, I want to go see like Big Ben, Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham.
Hold on. What's the other palace?
Crystal.
No.
Windsor.
That's what
no.
What other is it actually called? Something Palace, or are you just talking about castle or something?
Dude, I don't know any others.
The Tempest Estate.
Yeah.
No. The what?
The Tempest Estate.
I'm from here, and I've never heard of that in my life.
We're googling this right now. The Tempest.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. I've never heard of this or come across it in my life. When I type in the Tempest Estate, it comes up with William Tempest, like estate agents.
It's the Tempest Estate in North Wiltshire,
Wiltshire.
Oh, yeah.
That's nowhere near London, brother.
It's close enough.
It is literally nowhere near. Honestly, like you'd have an absolute rotter thinking you're doing a little day trip there from London, because that is fucking long.
Yeah, that's not.
If that's what you're talking about.
It may very well be somewhere in like an obscure part of the UK, but it's definitely not. Definitely not London.
But as for palaces in London, I think it's.
Yeah. What else is there?
Crystal Palace. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
London Eye. Kensington Palace, maybe.
I don't know. Is it called Kensington Palace? It's not called Kensington Palace.
Yeah, it's a palace in Kensington.
Oh, you're just referring to a specific place rather. Oh, yeah. It's like it's I just know people just call it Kensington Gardens, but obviously the palace is in Kensington Gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there's also there's another, like, there's just so much history in London you have to see.
Yeah, there is, for sure. Yeah, but so going back on the socials, like, so because I think you've been to quite a few of the regionals, right?
Yeah,
in America.
Yeah.
Which one has been the best? And I'm not talking about like actual events, as in like playing. I'm talking like social events after. Like, which one has been like?
You can say Toronto if it was still Toronto, but yeah.
Toronto. So Toronto, I actually didn't do any social events after.
You nerd.
Well, 2 reasons. One, I saw what happened when Kaiser made top 4 or top 2 at NAIC, and he stayed up super fucking late, got belligerently drunk, and played hungover as fuck. I'm like, I didn't drive 6 hours to fuck it up. So I'm like, I kind of want to like take it serious.
Okay,
so Toronto, I didn't do anything, and after I was done competing, we got food, and we had to drive back to the States because I had to be at work the next day. So I didn't get to really experience
you're telling me you qualified for Worlds and then didn't do anything afterwards?
No.
Oh, that's mad.
Hell, dude,
I had to be at work the next day, so I had to be an adult.
I'm calling in sick. I'm telling them some bullshit like my fucking nan's just died.
I'm telling them the truth. I qualified for the World Championship.
So after I qualified, I called my boss. I'm like, hey, I just qualified for this World Championships in Japan. And then
Well, you should have done. He would have been gassed for you, surely.
No, you should have said to me, you should have been like, I can bring one person. I really want you to come with me. And then you're in. You're fucking in. You just have to bring your boss to the tournament.
Just take
NAIC the first time was nice. I mean, it was close for me.
Where was NAIC? The first one you went
Columbus.
To? Okay.
Columbus. Pittsburgh was close for me, so I actually stayed at my house, so I didn't really get to do anything for party wise. So at least Hartford. That's the only one where it was the actual party. I actually went to Hartford just to drink.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember you competing. Oh yeah.
I didn't want to risk an injury.
Injury to what?
Injury to what?
What sort of injuries? Like, have you been suffering for some injuries that you didn't want to like accentuate, or? You guys watch football, don't you? Like, people always get injured in the shitty games that don't matter, and then suddenly you got, what is it? Wayne Rooney out versus Man City, and then like when Man U loses, it's because he was playing some game he shouldn't have been playing in. So like, I already qualified, so I didn't want to risk a finger injury. What happens if I sprain my finger while tapping my phone? We need to get you over to the UK.
That might be one of the greatest things with no response I've ever heard. Literally, I looked into the camera and saw Tom making the same fucking face that I did. Bro, if you sprain your finger playing pogo, that is a skill issue on your part.
You fucking virgin. You absolute virgin.
You have to keep healthy. I mean, if you've already qualified, you have to keep healthy. I mean, like, if you go in, like, say you go 0-2 in a tournament, it's going to fucking ruin your mental demeanor. So, I mean, if you play in a tournament that doesn't matter after you've already qualified, now you're going to go in with this mindset of always feeling like you need something. Whereas if you go in with a mindset of coming off of a good performance, you're going to keep performing well. If you have a bad performance...
Did you perform well at Worlds?
No, I did not, but
there we go.
Sprained fingers. Sprained his finger in the warm-up.
All jokes aside, I saw people in your chat say to you, why don't you compete at some of the tournaments just to stay sort of sharp and like so you're still like competing.
It was the same meta. It wouldn't have been the world's meta. So I mean, I could have done that and performed decent or well. And I don't also like the fact of I could have knocked somebody out of the tournament that deserved to be in there when I'd already qualified. So I was kind of very against that.
Disagree. If they were good enough, they have to play you at some point if they were good enough.
No, you see, I think that is a very respectful answer, and I think you probably should have opened with that answer instead of I might get a fucking injury.
Listen, if you need to gatekeep people, you got to do it, man. I've realised this week that if I have to gatekeep someone to get where I need to be, then I'm going to do it.
Where's your return on investment in competing? The pool for winnings is so small that the amount of funds that you spend to actually travel there you're never going to break even unless you
sell all of the TCG stuff. Basically, you can make
second. It's not that profitable.
It depends, but yeah, go on. What we saying?
I mean, fuck. I came in second, and like I got 1,002 boxes, which I still have unopened, which are worth about $100. That's only $1,200 for coming in second.
Yeah, you just come to EYC,
trying to,
then top 16, you'll get that much.
I mean, the travel there you'd have to come in first or second to make it worthwhile.
True.
I mean, you don't gain anything other than, like, you get to meet some people, which, I mean, I met people, I drank, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get fucking shit-faced drunk. I mean, like, when it comes to competing, I just didn't, have the motivation to it.
Okay, so leading on from that, so someone like myself, I don't care for Great League. I fucking hate Great League, right? So I competed in EUIC, and Thomas will back me up here. I went in with the mindset of, right, I'm going 0-2, and I'm going to the top.
Didn't you run Surf Etched?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. From my boy Surf Etched. Nice. But so as someone who has been to Worlds, qualified for Worlds, how would you suggest that I prepare myself to put in a good performance?
Do you like losing?
It doesn't bother me.
The biggest thing is make sure it bothers you. The more it bothers you, the better you perform.
Right.
So, like, when I went to Toronto, I literally came with the mindset of, I'm driving 6 hours here across an international border. I didn't come here to lose. So, I fucking didn't.
You came over with, like, you and Mason came over together, didn't you? Were you both just saying that to each other, like, we can't lose. But then deep down, one of you has to lose because only one person can win.
I don't know. I mean, it was pretty cool to be able to drive with Mason. I wanted to fucking talk about American football. He wanted to talk about Pokemon, so I'm like, sure, we'll talk about Pokemon and stuff. I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, just going with a mindset of you're not going to lose will change a lot. Like,
right.
I mean, as much as I love to, like, hang out with people, I want to fucking win. I fucking hate losing.
Right.
Losing fucking sucks. Someone's got to lose, and that person ain't going to be me.
Right, okay. But, so then to break it down even further than that, so I have little to no knowledge of Great League. So, what is the best way, I guess, to practice and sharpen up on that, would you say?
Find out how to RPS the fuck out of someone.
Right, okay. That's a fair answer. So what? Like, just play an open Great League, or like scrim, or take part in tournaments?
Oh, don't scrim, don't do anything. Just find the best team, find that mon you're comfortable with, and just ride it as far as you can.
Right.
Like I mean, Spice is cool and stuff, but nobody's ever won a tournament. Nobody has ever really won tournaments with Spice. I mean, sure, we can look at Zetterberg winning with Mawile. Yes, that's true. But 95% of the time, if you run Spice, you're going to lose.
Right.
That's the big thing. Don't run Spice; it doesn't win. You can spoil someone's game and ruin their tournament, which is fine to play spoiler. But understand that you're going in as a spoiler and not going in as the potential winner.
Right. So, okay. So then I guess from that, like, how do you decide on the mon that you really like within the meta?
So when I first went to NAIC, I had a team that was strong, but I had no safe swap. So I'm like, oh, this is fucking awful. I can't safely swap anything. So, like, finding a safe swap, building around that, having 2 generalists, 2 role players, a steal, and just a complement mon. It's like everything has a role. I mean, generalists have their role, but you also need those hard fucking, punishers to make people regret making a decision.
So it's kind of like building a football team, right?
That's the mentality I went to building my teams. Is you have to find your captain. Your captain's probably not your best player. It's straight up not your best player in, like, most teams. It's the most experienced player that's going to be in a lot of situations. Right. But you have to have your stars around that team. I mean, the highest win rate mons are stars. There's no doubt about it. There's a reason, Charm Counter Chansey has an 80% win rate. If that was the case, it'd be a fucking star. Everybody running it.
Right.
You understand how those stars influence the meta is the big thing.
Mm-hmm. So in the tournament where you came second, which one would you say was like the star of your team, and which one was the captain of your team?
Umbreon.
Big boy Umbreon.
Would you say that was a star? Would you say that was a star of Mason's team as well?
Because
you and Mason had the same team. That's the mad thing. So it was like.
So actually, after the first NAIC, like I wanted to bring Umbreon so bad, and I didn't. And I talked to Mason after it. He's like, "Yeah, that thing was so good," but because the thing is Rise had just won Milwaukee with Obstagoon, and I know people love to jerk off to what the former winner just ran, because that's just human nature. People love to jerk off to what the winning team was. So you have to kind of look at that, anticipate a shift, and look at how that shift will then make a weakness in the defense, as well as how to prepare for that shift, as well as the counter shift.
Yeah, because only a few months ago, really, still sort of dropped out of the meta, and now for whatever reason, like Register's back was on the last like top usage, because a lot of people obviously Pataman won with a Charmer, and then because in his eyes he's seeing in North American tournaments and stuff, he's seeing people do well with Guzzlord. He's seeing Arctibax, obviously Tonton did well with that. So he's like, I'm going to bring a Charmer. And the funniest thing is, I think Sammy posted in one of our chats being like, Aina looks like a really good pick. And then quite a few people were like, what is he talking about? And then he just brings the message back up like, see, this aged really well. So I guess it's like trends. It's not even like I wouldn't even say it's a meta shift, because it's a tournament to a tournament. It's not that much of a shift. It's like a trend. So it's like you said, they're gonna see what the previous winner's done well with. I'm gonna try and run that, and then you just need to run something that checks that whilst not leaving any like gaps of your own.
As well as looking at so I saw Noctowl was doing well in the tournament before. That was a pre-buff Noctowl that was having success.
That was House Stark's Noctowl, yeah.
Yeah. So if something that's successful and getting a buff, that means it's going to be even better.
Up in usage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to find what the hardest counter to that is, and like that's where I'm like, okay, Lantern.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, hold on a second. I need just because I think people are gonna back off because everybody's anticipating Noctowl to be strong, which means you also need to make yourself still weak to it, because at that point everybody's going to back off all of their strengths to what is already beating, because you don't need to beat it 20 times. Some of the stuff. So I'm like, oh shit, Trevenant. Because Swampert I found really fucking difficult to deal with, because Swampert's really fucking strong. Which is the mistake I made at Worlds, is I backed off. I dropped Trevenant for Kofa Gregas. I'm like, oh, this is the play. I don't need Trevenant's grass typing, and I was wrong. I had Swampert and Lantern were so free against me that I ended up getting myself RPS.
I feel like you have to bring a grass type now. That's why everyone's bringing Serp or Shadow V. Grass type you have to bring, even if it's like just a dual type in, or like a fake grass type. Like a lot of people will run put Licky in that role as well, was like anti-water, but it doesn't. Licky's good at other things. It doesn't fulfill that role fully. It's like a part grass type, really. Like it doesn't really do that well.
Yeah. So I mean, that bit me in the ass at Worlds. If I had a better grass answer, a better water answer. See, that's the thing is Chars. I didn't get to see NAIC. I was out camping.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is unfortunate. So I still haven't watched NAIC from this year.
Oh wow.
I still have no idea what actually happened. Someone told me that Charizard was really good with it, and so I'm like, oh shit, everyone's gonna jerk off to Charizard.
Yeah, Rise did quite well with it, yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that's the answer is Lantern. And then I didn't realize that no, everybody's gonna bring Lantern and Swampert, and I just made myself weaker to that, and
by not bringing a grass type.
I was not, yeah.
Yeah. No.
But then, I will say this: in Japan, you can bring beer into the convention center after you've lost. So I was drinking beer after I'd lost.
Nice.
I think someone joked about like EYC in one of the official like Play Pokemon channels saying, "Oh, they're gonna try and bring alcohol into the venue," and I think Mel Good saw it and was like, "If anyone is seen bringing any alcohol or consuming any alcohol, they will be immediately from the venue." And it's like, in come me and Mo with JD and Coke.
So I guess to talk about Worlds, like, how was Japan? Like,
oh, it was the greatest place I've ever been in my life.
Yeah,
dude, everything's amazing there. It's so great. Like, it's so much better than the United States. Like, I fucking love it there.
How long were you there for? Were you there pretty much just
2 weeks?
Oh,
2 weeks.
You went a week. You stayed a week after, or you went a week before?
I went a week before to adjust my body.
Yeah.
So that way I'm not playing tired.
Fair enough.
So that was pretty great.
So let's talk about Japan then. So like your favorite parts. We'll start with.
You munching? You good? Man's munching out.
The food.
The food.
So I know I was gonna actually have one of my friends come with Japan. He was actually over in Japan, when he was in the Marines. I didn't have let his story happen to him, but when he went over there, he got beat up by a stripper.
Hey, yo. Okay.
We did not find that strip club, but
right. Fucking hell. That was either he was either really not that much of a good Marine, or that was just a really big fucking stripper.
That's a butch stripper, man.
Yeah. So the food, like I guess, what food was your favorite? Because obviously, there's a lot of food in Japan, right?
Yeah, the noodles.
What, like ramen or just noodles?
There's many different kinds of noodles. There's like udon. There's like curry. There's like ramen. There's like I mean, I eat the fucking cheap shit here, and I think it's delicious. So when I had like real shit, I'm like, oh man, this is absolutely amazing.
It just blew your mind. You were like, did it make you like slightly not regret or like anything like that? Did it make you feel slightly, more inclined to bring some of that food back home? Or...
I could have, but I ran out of room in my suitcase because I had too many clothes.
Dash them. You can buy the clothes back from America.
Yeah.
So, okay. So then, what was your least favorite part?
Leaving.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So,
the flight back.
The flight back. Why?
So.
Because he was leaving.
The flight too. I had an entire road to myself.
Nice.
So I was sleeping. I was laying down. It was fucking great. On the way back, the flight was overbooked. But me and Bozar's guy got on the same plane. He was smart and put himself in Comfort Plus. I was in the pores section, and the seat was really tiny. I don't think I slept at all on the way back, so I was really tired. And I immediately went to GoFest, and then the flight attendant reprimanded me for bringing beer on the plane.
Ooh.
Right, but like how? What do you mean?
So like we bought beer in the airport.
I saw that picture. Yeah, I think you looking at
the
runway with a beer in your hand.
Yeah, so we walked with them on, and they didn't say anything. We had them literally in our hands, just drinking them.
Define reprimand. Did you get fined? Like.
Nah, they just said, "Hey, you can't do that." I'm like, "Oh, these were in my bag when I came in here."
Finesse.
Okay.
Finesse.
To be fair, do you know what? Now you actually mention it, I've never took beer on a plane. I've just always drank them in the airport.
Yeah.
And, like, I've always just finished it.
We bought two. We bought two. We bought one for the airport and one for the plane.
Mad. I need to travel more, man.
Yes, you do. So, funnily enough, hopefully me and Thomas go on holiday together next year. Get me a lad's holiday in.
So like it was a really long flight back, and like we started off, we were really drunk because we just chugged two tall boys that were 9%. So that was a lot of alcohol. Also in Japan, there's no open container laws, so that you can walk around drinking a beer with whoever you want.
No, you ain't got to worry about us, bro.
Yeah. So like yeah, we were walking around Japan with beers. Every time like we ran out of beer, we just bought another one. Oh, great.
Nice. Well, so was beer and food cheap in Japan?
Oh, you could get drunk off $2.
Really?
Shit-faced drunk.
You a lightweight. That's cap.
Right,
I'm calling cap.
Right. No.
No.
No. Okay, so I'm inclined to believe it because I've heard this. Okay, so you go out for two. You go out in Japan, $2. What drinks are you getting? $2.
Okay. You're going into the convenience store and buying they're called Strong Zeros. They're 9% tall boys. That if you drink two of them, you're feeling pretty good.
Right.
And they're like 75 cents a piece. They're like 150 yen.
Fucking hell. That is
dirty. Taste nice?
Dude, everything is so cheap there.
Is it nice? Like, because it's cheap, you're more inclined to think, oh yeah, it's cheap, it's value for money, it doesn't taste nice.
Oh no, it tastes amazing.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You see, because so here in England, our like cheap beers, like they taste fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like,
they taste horrible here.
Yeah.
And actually, after I finish this beer, I'll be drinking one of the cheap beers.
Nice.
Oh really?
Yeah. I love me some that. Oh, so do you guys have any American beers over there?
Budweiser is pretty big.
Oh. Okay, what about Keystone?
No.
Keystone, but it's not like you wouldn't go into a pub and ask for it or to look at you weird. Like, no. I've heard of it.
What about PBR?
Not heard of it.
No, never heard of it. No.
It won a blue ribbon back in the 1800s.
What does PBR stand for? Or is it just
Pabst Blue Ribbon?
No, never heard of it.
Like a lager, an ale? Like, what is it?
It's a cheap beer.
Okay.
Right.
How strong is it though?
Okay.
It's like just like American beer, strong, like 4%, if that.
4%.
Strong 4%.
If that.
Strong 4%. Damn. Yeah. 4%. So 4. So I would say 4% in England is considered a weak beer.
4% is like what most ciders are, like fruity ciders.
No, it's absolutely super weak. Yes.
Right.
But but they're selling you water, basically.
Right. Okay.
That's how they make money.
Okay. So you're going out. You're getting two tall beers for like $150.
I'm sorry,
and then
laughing at Quark. He said he could piss out 4% ABV.
Yeah. So so you're going out. You spent $150 on two beers. You're feeling good, and then you want to get some food out there.
Uh-huh.
Like how much is the food? Like we're talking.
The food, like a full like blown dinner, is like $6, $5.
Okay. What is considered a full blown dinner?
Like a bowl full of like noodles and stuff, like a broth and everything. It's super filling.
I could scrap two of those.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. I could. Yeah. Okay. So, but then I heard that the accommodation in Japan is quite expensive, though, right?
The what?
Accommodation, like hotel.
Accommodation.
Oh no, those were cheap as fuck. We got a hotel last minute in downtown Tokyo for $40.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Because I've had some friends just go. They went for I think they went for 3 weeks. They said the flights were expensive and the accommodation was expensive, but the food, drink, travel, everything else was super cheap.
It depends on what hotels you stay at. If you stay at like an American style hotel, which is like way too much. So like the hotels we stayed in were like basically you had a bed and a bathroom. That's it.
Oh,
it was very small.
It's like a hostel then.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what a lot of their hotels are like.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's not a lot of space in Japan, so like they have to make it
accommodate as many people as they can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But then, I guess, to be fair, it makes sense because, so like, when you go away, I don't understand why you would ever want that much room in a hotel room anyway.
You don't need
right?
Exactly.
Unless you're hosting, you're not going to be hosting the right after parties at Brownballer. Like, unless you're playing host, like, why do you need that much unnecessary space? Like, you're not gonna need all that space for all your belongings. Like, you're literally probably just living out of a backpack or a suitcase.
Exactly. I think the rent a place that is like a place to host stuff that was a little bit more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So I think
did European. Did Bosox guy get it though? I bet he did.
Get what?
Did Bosox guy rent it like he rented the farm? Like no one.
No. Who's the one European guy that like does stuff?
You talking about Nighttime Clasher?
No.
He just goes everywhere. He's not European. Was Wireless?
No. Is it Adelian?
Adelian?
Oh,
yeah, my boy. My boy,
Adelian.
Yeah. What a guy. He's a legend.
I think he hosted it.
I forgot that Adelian went to Hartford.
No. This was at Japan. I think he hosted. I think he put everything together. I don't remember. I just know it was someone from Europe.
No, it's not Adelian. It's not Adelian. I know exactly who you're on about. It's you sent me a picture. It's Anacor.
That's who it is, Anacor, yes.
Anacor, yes. Anacor, for those that don't know, is the one that's behind. He's behind Dracoviz. Dracoviz website that has all the Play Pokemon GPL stats on it, along with Jan and a few others like Polly and everyone. But you got. Can we just appreciate you got Anacor and Adelian mixed up? Like
they both start with A.
If Anacor's watching, I'm so sorry.
They both start with A.
But that's why I was confused because I was like, I don't remember Adelian going to Japan.
Okay, they both start with A, and they're both European. And I was close.
I was worried what he was going to say there. I was
I was getting ready to cut the cast right there, bro.
Lock it up.
Straight up.
But did you manage to? Because Adelian did go to Hartford, and obviously you went just to drink. Did you actually meet Adelian at all in Hartford? Because I believe he was at the NEB house at one point.
No, I made it. I don't think I made it really late the day too. Yeah. Because I was really hungover.
Standard.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a few days in Japan, you could if you looked at our steps, because I wasn't using DFID at all during the time in Japan.
We're gonna talk about this. Don't worry.
Sorry, sync now. Yeah. It's better. But you could tell the days we were hungover because our step count was super low.
Yeah.
Right. Mm. So okay. So then, what is the nightlife like out there? Because they don't really have bars as per se, right?
Okay. Oh, we went to this one bar that was absolutely incredible. It was like a Hawaiian theme bar. It felt like
a tiki.
It was like tiki bar. It was It was so awesome. They were just it was just amazing service. Like it was like not like a super fancy bar or anything, but like just I think there was actually a private party going on, and because like we were Americans, like they were like buying us shots and stuff, and like they bought us champagne and everything.
You've gate crashed a private party in Japan, is what you're telling me?
No, because the bar was open.
Yeah,
open bar, private.
No, like they were celebrating something, and like they were so like thrilled to have us there. Like it was just like.
To be fair, I can see that. To be fair, they seem just nice people.
So okay, so was that in Tokyo or Osaka?
Tokyo.
Was in Tokyo. See, I find that weird because I feel like Tokyo is where a lot of the tourists go anyway. Right, so I would have thought something like that would have been in like in the other place.
And somewhere in Tokyo they'd have maybe a bit more. I wouldn't say Americanized. That might be the wrong word, but like a bit more like touristy.
I mean, we were on like the north side of Tokyo, which is just insanely huge.
Right.
So yeah. We were near the Sky Tree, so every time we went in like a building that was really tall that they had there, we were drinking.
Right. Yeah. Say I'm so jealous. Like Tokyo is like well, Japan in general is like my dream holiday.
Why did you not go?
Because I'll be honest,
You didn't qualify.
No, mate. Honestly, not even that. If I was to go out there, I would not go for a Pokemon event. Period. I wouldn't do it. I would want to go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, like without having to have that kind of level of commitment, I guess is the word.
Yeah, that's the one. But you'd go there, because it's Japan, you'd go there and you'd go
Yeah.
to a little Pokemon cafe and get a little.
Oh, dude, there's so much Pokemon stuff there. Like
you do
Pokemon
Pokemon stuff there, but like not just
Yeah.
like spin throwing
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
No, Pokemon is like a religion there.
Yeah. So I've got quite a few friends from Japan that I'm quite close with, and yeah, they play Pokemon. It is literally like
Life.
a way of life.
Yeah, it's so awesome there. It's like the greatest place on earth. It's like okay, but here's the thing: there was a few of the Americans that didn't want it, that were afraid to eat the Japanese food because they're just too Americanized. Like I was eating all the Japanese food that I could.
Yeah.
The only time we didn't was when we were just desperate for food and we needed to get something to eat.
Yeah. Okay, so fun fact if they're saying that. So, do you know what the traditional Christmas dinner is in Japan?
They don't have Christmas?
No, they do, but they have a very traditional meal on Christmas Day. Do you know what it is?
I think so. Is it like
Don't Google it. I see that white.
Yeah. I seen the white popping up.
I see that white light. I see the
Yeah,
reflection
bro.
in your eyes.
You're not full as well.
I would take a guess. It's like sushi.
No. So
or is it okonara yami or miso soup?
So
You're
in
it
Japan,
wrong.
yeah, no. So and this is insane to me. So in Japan, on Christmas Day, the most traditional meal is a KFC.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So if you are in Japan for Christmas, you have to book. Yeah. You have to book a table at KFC because for whatever reason that is like traditional to them for Christmas, which is fucking insane. So like I've seen like TikTok stuff of it, and like you go in on Christmas Day and it is full. Like every other restaurant is empty, and there's lines going out the doors. You have to book tables. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like is it like a fine dining experience? Like we have people waiting like a British KFC. It's like
No.
Dirty.
Yeah. No. It is exactly like that. So you go in, you go up, you order your chicken, blah blah whatnot, and that is how they celebrate their Christmas.
I really wanted to go to Japan before. Now, I didn't think.
All right, give me 1 second. I need to go wash my hands real quick.
That's okay.
Oh God!
I didn't think anything could make me want to go to Japan anymore after just learning.
Yeah. Hang on, let me Google it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
So there we go. So how? Yeah. So how KFC became a Christmas tradition in Japan? Let me pull this up real quick.
I'm gonna just throw a random theory. They thought Colonel Sanders was Santa Claus.
So
yeah.
No. I highly doubt that. Okay. So this company basically interviewed a family from Hokkaido, and they look forward to their family's traditional Christmas meal, which is a KFC party bucket, bringing with salad, cakes, and lots of fried chicken.
Mad.
So ever since the mid 1980s, in fact, you know what, Thomas? You're not actually that far off now. I'm reading this.
No.
So since during the mid 1980s, they outside the KFCs, they had life-size Colonel Sanders statues dressed as Santa during the holidays. And it's basically
white beard, isn't it? They mixed it up.
Okay, so this is crazy. So in 2018, according to KFC Japan, from the 20th of December till the 25th of December, apparently they made $63 million across the Christmas period.
That's a lot of chicken.
So according to KFC Japan, their busiest day is Christmas Eve, and they usually sell anywhere between 5 to 10 times more chicken than they do in any other day. But KFC in Japan have Christmas adverts on TV. It's it's really weird. There's no actual like reason why. I think it's just because I think a lot of it is to do with the drinking culture in Japan. So like, because like I've done a lot of research on this. So basically, every bar that you go to in Japan will, but they basically all do food, and a lot of it is a lot of like fried stuff. So it's like fried chicken, or you get like the pots brought to the table. But I would imagine it's basically where I imagine it's basically like, right, we're not going to fry our own chicken at home. We're going to go out for Christmas, and someone else is going to do it for us. That's the only thing I can possibly imagine. But like, man, that sounds like heaven to me. Like, you imagine that waking up Christmas Day, open your presents, show a few beers in the morning. Right, come on, guys, time to get dressed. We're going KFC. Like, fucking amazing.
Also, another funny story. So, we went to, on the last day, we were like, they had these things called girl bars. They're not what you think they are.
Oh, things like, as if he doesn't know. Yeah.
No, so here's what they are. You go and like, it's like a bar, but it's like the waitresses are girls, and like you pay them to talk to you. So we had this brilliant idea that did not work at all. We were like, hey, what if we just go there and say, hey, we're American, can we come in? And not have to pay the cover. Because the cover is like really expensive. So like, we're like, yeah, what if we just say, hey, we're American?
Where was this? Tokyo, or was this in Osaka?
Tokyo.
You went to some
you
went to some Japanese Hooters and just didn't want to pay.
Okay, so they're called hostess bars, is what they're called.
Yeah.
And you so when you go in, Thomas, so basically, okay, the best way I can describe it is, imagine an Argos catalog, right? And you've got all these different girls, and you basically pick which one you want, and they will basically serve you drinks. They'll sit and talk to you and whatnot.
It sounds like a brothel meets Toby Carvery meets fucking.
It's like
kind of, but generally speaking, it's against the law for them to like get involved in those kind of acts unless you're in like a really shady one.
Yeah.
But they're also very strict, so they do them for men and women.
Yeah.
Right, but you have to fit a very like specific list of requirements to be one. Basically, is basically how it works. It's so yeah, they get a lot of kind of like rich old men in there that are kind of lonely.
Yeah,
quite a lot of them go to.
Yeah, so it was us saying, "Hey, we're American," did not work for once.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
No, it's not.
You'd be surprised how often it actually works.
Right. In terms of what?
It's the auto win card. Hi, I'm American. Yeah. Hello, we're American. We're the Americans.
I see, because when you said that, all that reminds me of is Go Fest London, when we had V-Bomb Mama and Swolympian. They come over, and that was their excuse for everything. Oh,
what?
That the fucking American card.
We're American. Like, you need to play the dumb American tourist card. It's like, help us. Buy us a drink. What's everything. Good to drink? Buy it. Like, that's what shit is like.
Yeah.
It works. I don't know what you're talking about. You know it works too.
I'm gonna do that if I ever go to America. I'm like a dumb Brit abroad.
Hey, because in America that actually does work. Like the Brits. So To be fair, it's a good story. So I went to Pigeon Forge. I'm assuming you know Pigeon Forge, Brownballer.
I heard.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And so I remember, so I was there with my ex, and we went to one of the moonshine like breweries there. Fucking amazing. Went into the shop after because I wanted to buy some, right? And my partner at the time was outside, and the girl who was working was obviously American. As soon as she heard my accent, like infatuated instantly. Like it works. It fucking works. like ridiculously. So yeah, it makes sense that the American card would work as well.
They all think like they all watch Harry Potter and think like this is what all British men and women are like.
Wait, it's not?
No.
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 Bloody hell!
Watch the In-Betweeners, and that's what we'll have.
Yeah, dude, watch the In-Betweeners. That is
not
fucking
the
funny.
Shitty American one where they change bus wankers to bus turds. Watch the actual original.
Yeah, watch it. It's great.
What other British stuff do I know? What are
you know, taking shots when MrAvalanche redeems a shot. There's that as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
You know. So,
Bloody hell.
You know a bit about
Rocket Man.
Oh, phrases
Elton
or
John.
like just stuff.
Oh, okay, blokes. Let's take some shots.
No one says blokes.
No one says that. No one. Literally.
We should have told him that he would actually rock up and like just say that, mate. No, it's like no. You want to say, "Are you drinking Grey Goose?"
No, I'm drinking Buckeye. I'm drinking Buckeye vodka.
Wait,
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I fully thought it was Grey Goose. I'm like, damn, man's really whacked out the good stuff.
Oh no, it is like a similar.
Yeah, similar.
It low key looked like Lidl own brand because Lidl have their own brand of like Grey Goose.
Yeah, it's the vodka distilled only in Ohio, and it's never sold in Michigan.
That's Grey Goose.
See, for me, I'm a big fan of Tito's. Love Tito's vodka. Tito's vodka is fucking fantastic.
Right.
Chin chin, boys.
Cheers.
Right, so British phrases, so you know words, but I don't think you actually know the context to use them in the phrases, which, how could you?
Rubbish.
So, I feel like that's not a British thing. You can say something's rubbish, like anyone. No one.
I got it. Pip pip cheerio.
No one says it. No one. That is not a fucking thing.
You watch way too much like British TV or like old like British sitcoms or something. Like no one says that.
I mean I love watching some what is it? Downton Abbey.
Yeah, no, Downton Abbey is not a reflection on.
Sorry. Masterpiece Theater.
I can't even sound familiar with that. You know what you should watch though, and I think you'll really enjoy it. You should watch Top Boy.
Top Boy.
You'll start learning all sorts of shit that you didn't even realize.
I like Top Gear.
No, not Top.
Yeah,
Top Gear. Yeah, actually, to be fair, in all fairness, if you want to learn some British stuff, like maybe some like culture references, Top Gear not bad, but no, Top Boy you want to watch.
Oh, okay. So how much do you guys love 11Zs?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I need to know what it is before I commit.
You don't know what 11Zs is?
Before I announce my love for it, I need to know what it is.
No.
It's the cup of tea that you have right before noon.
It's not a thing, brother.
It is absolutely a thing.
This ain't a British thing.
Look it up. 11Zs.
We're not taking this. So, on behalf of all people of the United Kingdom and maybe Northern Ireland as well, we would like to renounce any association from 11Zs and hand it over to the North Americans.
So 11Zs is a short break for light refreshments, usually with tea or coffee, taken about 11 o'clock in the morning.
No one calls it that.
Okay, listen, I hate to ruin your hopes and dreams, but I promise you that is not a thing.
I heard John Oliver say it.
Yeah. Okay, so British programs you need to watch. You need to watch Top Boy, definitely.
Okay.
And God, what's the other one? Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
you need to watch Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is quality.
Okay, but if you look up 11Zs, there is an entire page on Wikipedia about it.
I could make a fucking Wikipedia page. What the
You
fuck?
believe everything you read on
but
Wikipedia.
it's actually like a thing. It says 11Zs eaten at 11 o'clock suggests a name. Typically, often with a few biscuits. Sometimes cake or other snacks are eaten instead.
Okay, but I would call that
Breakfast.
no, what? No, because they do it in like the Ritz Hotel and shit. What's it called?
Like brunch. Ladies who
No.
brunch. It's ladies who brunch. That's
Yeah,
what
ladies at brunch. Yeah.
That's what he's found.
You're talking about like
Ladies
afternoon tea is what he's talking about. But
It's
that
like,
is.
it's like,
Sorry.
so how do you like your tea?
I don't drink tea.
Tea?
Yeah.
Tea. I like mine strong with 2 sugars.
I don't drink tea, so.
So okay, so
okay.
So this is completely unrelated. So Thomas is not a coffee drinker.
I don't do hot. I like hot
Period.
chocolate. Not gonna lie, I had a hot chocolate not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like Eva made one, but I do like hot chocolates.
But you did message me the other day saying you had a coffee, right?
No, I said like this is the kind of time that people would have a coffee because I was so fucking
tired.
Dude,
man, you are a grown ass man. Drink a fucking coffee.
I'll get a Red Bull, man, or a Monster.
No, man.
Or a Lucozade. I'll get a Lucozade. I'm a fiend.
Yeah.
Sugar. Sugar at 9 a.m.
So Thomas, any response to how you like your tea as referred to in chat?
No, I don't. Man joins a bunch of people.
No, below that.
Okay, he likes.
He likes tea like it.
Yeah, he's not like you.
Strong.
He's talking about you.
Nah, not me.
He's
strong and black.
You.
Strong and black.
I don't like tea. Don't do tea.
Okay, right, Thomas. Let's move in. Let's move on to the fucking juicy stuff we have prepared.
Can you deep it? Man said, let's move in. We're moving in, boys. Like
no, we are.
Assemble.
So okay, so we have got some tweets that we would like to talk with you about.
1 second.
Okay.
If you see me looking at my phone before, I was just quickly getting these tweets to hand on my phone, but because I've sort of sent them to myself, I'm not looking at them from my Twitter account. I'm sort of looking at them on a browser.
Did you guys like them at least?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, I actually did like this one, but like I said, I'm not logged into Twitter on my browser because it's sort of you know, on Messenger and email, you get that little sort of web browser when you click on stuff. That's what you're gonna see in a bit. 1 second.
See, it's really difficult to tell what I tweeted because sometimes you tweet shit just for the interactions.
Yeah, for the clout. Which one are you starting with? Because I've opened up the J Engels one.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, we can go with that one today. You can just read that one out, and then I'll try and get this next one up.
Okay, so J Engels tweeted out, "I am convinced that the people who are most outwardly excited by the drastic remote raid nerf are the egotistical community leader types, the ones who cannot fathom that their specific community would choose to not coordinate with them." And you replied, and I completely disagreed with what you said. I'm going to say that right now. You said it also shows that remote raids had minimal impact on profits. Therefore, the action of speaking with our wallets showed we never had a voice to begin with, and they made us feel like we did.
I see. That's a great question you ask. So this is my opinion. This is just I could be completely wrong here. There's a very high chance. This is going off of no informed data. I know someone did reply with some good information there. I didn't look it up at the time, but from my perspective, from a business perspective, you're not going to make a change like this unless this has any real drastic changes on their profit margins. Let's look at how much they actually do. We don't know how much of remote raids are actually in Niantic's value. How much is it in their IP? Mm-hmm. How much is in data they sell that is not remote raid passes? There's just they're a private company, and we'll never have these numbers. So that was where the perspective I was looking from it. If it really made that big of an impact, I don't think they would have done it from a financial perspective.
Okay, so I understand that, and I know what data you're talking about because I've got it in front of me here.
Yeah.
So basically, this was published like in start of November. So compared to 2022, their profits, sorry, not even profits, their revenue is down $500 million on
now
year.
The question now, I guess, what does revenue defined as is the real question. I guess that's just gain. So I mean, from the perspective of how much was remote raids costing Niantic is something you would never know.
Okay, so I think it's a pretty safe assumption to say if you're buying coins,
yeah,
you were buying raid passes.
Right.
Is personally what I would say. So and by that I mean if I bought coins, I wasn't going to go. So I'm not including the boxes. I'm talking purely stream items.
Yeah.
If I bought coins, I'm not buying incense. I'm not buying eggs, incubators.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? I was buying raid passes, like remote raid passes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is like that's gross revenue, not net revenue, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Which correct.
In my opinion, I don't think the net revenue is going to be changed that much by changing to remote raids, but that is definitely a lot of good data. But I mean, could they get more? There's something I just don't trust about Niantic that I think they're making ways that are money outside of the App Store that we can never see.
Yes, correct. So the big thing with Niantic that a lot of people, and this is my big problem with Twitter, is a lot of people don't understand the basics of business and the economy and how it works.
Yeah.
So what a lot of people do not understand is Niantic make a shit ton of money off of selling data.
Yep.
And the data they're selling is purely based on location, right?
Yeah.
Because when you spin a Pokestop, somewhere in, like, if we really break it down to black and white, right? You spin a Pokestop, somewhere in that database, a number is added on, like to a location, right? Which is why, especially in America, not so much England, you have a lot of sponsored stuff, right? So you've got Starbucks, right?
You've got McDonald's,
right? Right, which is why Starbucks is the best example, have continued their continued their partnership, right?
Correct.
Because when you're reading that data, so if you spin a Starbucks Pokestop and that is passed on, Starbucks go, right, the person has visited our location, right?
Yeah.
Completely. So a lot of that comes from that. I don't think a lot of their revenue comes from in-person events because I don't think there's a lot of profit to be made.
Same. Yeah. And I mean, another thing that I think is also very difficult to look at is that change significant in the overall grand schemes of total revenue that they make from all avenues of Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
So like, if it's a change of $200, well, $200 is a lot compared to $400. $200 is very little compared to $2 million. So I mean, I think that is still a big number. But I think they're still functioning, and like that's Niantic overall revenue. So I think that includes all games, doesn't it? So I mean, I think all other games can also provide some. I think Pokemon Go is by far the dominant source of that revenue. But that was my point of view from that tweet. Honestly, it's such a heavy layered
debate.
No, it's such a complex thing that we just don't have great data.
Okay, so if we're talking purely revenue here, so I've got an article here. So in 2020, which is 2020 is when the pandemic happened, right?
Yeah.
It started, yeah.
Okay, so bearing in mind that the year before that, in 2019,
yeah,
the revenue was $774 million.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in 2020, that jumped to $1.12 billion.
Right. Yeah.
In 2021, that rose to $1.3 billion. And now to the year on date, they're down $500 million.
Yeah. Also, I guess another question I have is, how do we have? I'm not an expert on this at all. I guess the data that was provided from, how do we have access to that? Isn't it private data? That's something
No. Of course. What do you mean? Like me or them?
No, yeah. I guess how do we have? How does the public have access to the private companies?
Okay. So when you are trading as a company, it's a legal requirement in most countries of the world
you have to declare what it is you're making.
So your account sheets have to be public knowledge. They have to be. It's a legal requirement.
Right.
So for example, I run a bar in England.
Yeah.
If you went onto the government website, search my bar name, you could see all of my accounts for and I think they have to be publicly viewable for 6 years, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But a company like Niantic, I think they publish theirs quarterly. I think so, 4 times a year, 4 times in the business year, which for some reason runs from April to April. Don't know why that is.
Weird, yeah,
I don't know if that's. I'm not an expert on this, but I do know the value of private companies is unknown. So I mean, I think.
So private companies are weird because
Yeah.
So the way they're valued is based on their shares. So if, for example, you have 100 shares in a company, if you sell one share for $50, right? When you submit that, the tax office will assume that your company's worth $50 times 100, and they just assume it that, and that's kind of like their valuation, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of Pokemon Go and Niantic, so they have shares that are dished out, and at the end of the year, you get the dividends paid out, which is the profit on top of the valuation, basically, right?
Right.
It's basically a way for them. It's basically a way to get out of paying extra fucking tax and fees. Effectively, that's basically what it is, right?
Yeah.
But so another article I've got here. So this year has now been Pokemon Go's lowest total revenue in 5 years.
Wasn't it lower than even the first year, right? Or it was close?
No, it was pretty high, to be fair. Even when it first came out, it was pretty high.
Oh, sorry. I guess that this past year was the lowest, even lower than the first year, right?
Lower than 2016.
Yeah. I mean, that's some real. I mean, I think that data is kind of where I guess the game would be going if there was no COVID. See, that's the thing. It's like
correct. I completely agree. I think I do genuinely believe if COVID did not happen,
they wouldn't have considered introducing remote raiding.
No, not even that. I think more extreme than that. I think if COVID does not happen, I do think Pokemon Go would be on the way out. Period.
I still think it's on the way out.
Just because of the trends that it's following.
Yeah.
And I do think it's heading that way now as well.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if at some point they do completely reintroduce it to keep it going.
I do too. I mean, I'm hopeful that they reintroduce it.
They sort of
and
they sort of dangle it like with these like
yeah, they
the
do.
Hisuian,
Yeah,
like the Hisuian Samut raid days spoke about at the
yeah,
beginning of the stream. It's like
yeah,
for all of these raid days they'll increase the
yeah,
cap to 20, and that doesn't have to be 20 Hisuian Samurots. You can just use those 20 remotes on like as long as you
yeah,
like you can use them on the legendaries if you know
yeah, yeah.
if you
I mean,
want
Okay,
to.
but so
yeah.
so the way I see it is very different to how other people see it. So for those who don't know, listen on YouTube, Spotify, I was part of what I would personally call like one of the upper echelon remote raid groups. Shout out to them, absolutely incredible people. And like when it was the what was the campaign called? The
Heroes
Heroes
Niantic.
Niantic campaign.
Hashtag Heroes
And
Niantic.
I'm telling you, anyone in my group that was vocal on Twitter, the amount of shit we were given, were like, "Oh, you're part of the problem," blah blah. The thing is, what these people don't understand is like the hardcore community makes up. Like honestly, if
That's the
I'm
reason there's
like,
no ads in this game. That's the reason we run.
yeah,
It's an
right.
ad-free game.
No,
We don't have to pay a
no, but
subscription.
I think if you broke it down into a percentage, I think the hardcore players in this game make up maybe 5% of the profit
I
because
agree.
it, people don't understand how many people actually play this game. Period.
Hmm.
Um, and
I couldn't
and
tell you.
when you talk about spending money in terms of a business term, it's not about how much you buy; it's how many people buy.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you think how many people are buying the community day research tickets is the best example, right? And it's like, and like I said, like because like I have a I have quite a big following. I was just getting DMs and people were just slandering me like, oh, you're the problem here, your group's the problem, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, no, it's not like at all. It's right. So bearing in mind that my group was made up of, I think we had 58 people. You compare that to the millions of others who are spending $1,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Then right, then the money that we were spending in comparison to that is nothing.
But people
Yeah.
love to shame those like the whole, there's the
Yep.
Yeah,
whole
for
pay
sure.
the whole pay to
Mm,
win argument versus free to play. If someone's a
mm,
Yeah.
free to play
mm.
player, that means
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
done it in a more legit way. Like there's if you pay for something, you've earned the right
Yeah.
of that bonus. You've earned the
Yeah,
money,
for
or
sure.
you've got the money through
Yeah.
whatever means, and it's
Yeah.
not like people act like it's pay to win. Like you're just paying. You pay for like a bonus. Let's say let's use Master League. We
Hmm.
all play Master League. We all have level 50
Hmm.
mons. We
Yeah.
obviously have had to grind and remote raid for these mons, max them out and everything. But then like it's how often do we face people with under apart from like the way up and the early ranks, which don't really count. How often do we face people that are running under leveled shit? Most of the time we're facing people with the same CP shit as us. So it's
Hmm.
like
With level
Yeah.
50s,
yeah,
yeah,
it's not
correct.
it's not pay to win. You're just paying to
No.
compete. And I guess that's a separate argument. A lot of people are like, oh, you literally have to pay to be on an even playing field. But that's why they have other leagues. Like
Yeah.
not everyone could.
Yeah.
If everyone played Master League, then no one would play. Or
Yeah.
there'd be
Yeah.
more scope to have it introduced on the
Yeah.
Play Pokemon
I.
circuit if it was so
I mean,
accessible. But it's not.
I'd say the first time that Master League came around when XLs were out, sure, it was pay to win. I mean,
I converted everything. Like every week, Kyogre was getting half a
yeah.
level put on it, and then by the time
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyogre,
Yeah.
it was people were able to excel it.
Yeah.
That's it. I
Yeah.
was up to 49.5, so
Yeah.
I was like, my
Yeah. But
Kyogre
I
was
mean,
46, killing
yeah.
all the level 40 Kyos.
Yeah.
All right, sure. Grab a beer.
Yeah, but by now,
Oh,
like
some mum
no.
cracks out. Just pull your shorts up.
Suck your mum.
Yeah.
That's a good British phrase, by the way. Just off topic there. If you we say
Yeah.
suck your mum a lot or something like that. But no, in general, it's like with Master League, obviously,
Yeah.
the remote. I guess a lot of people were arguing, oh, they made a great step in making things more accessible with remote raiding, and
Yeah.
now they make it hard to, max out. Because what if you can do 5 remote raids a day, not including 3 in person? If you say purely remotely, let's say if you live in a rural area and there's not many gyms around, you do 5 a day. Most mons are introduced for about a week, maybe 2 weeks if it's with a legacy
Mhm.
move or a debut shiny. probably not enough time, even with any mega bonuses, like if you mega them on to get extra candy, probably not enough time to be able to max one out.
I mean, but you can still get it to a competitive point, though.
You can, yeah.
I mean, honestly, level 50 is like, but I mean, it's not like it can't be like, sure, there may be times where you do need it fully maxed out. I'll say like but the ones that are few and far between.
Yeah.
It's Dialga, it's Dialga. That's the only one I'd say is like really matters. Fuck, I played with underleveled Giratina, Altered, and Ho-Oh for the longest time.
Yeah.
Just because it was not in raids long enough.
People always think like just because you don't necessarily have level 50 stuff, like you can't. Like I can give someone my team and I could probably, depending on who they are, and if I could run a level 40 team and probably if it depends on who it is, fancy my chart, I wouldn't feel. Obviously, I'd be at a disadvantage in terms of level and stat product, but in terms of skill, like if everyone's got the same stuff, then it's a skill issue. Like I know that term is thrown around a lot, but it's literally a skill issue.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm more picky about what I power up, just because I know it's so difficult to regain those XLs again.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, like I know the matchups inside and out, and I want Demon to be absolutely perfect because there's a lot of resource to go into it.
That's when it becomes driver, not car. So, like I said, Josh, I don't know if you heard, but if you give someone, you probably have locals that don't PvP, right? Everyone has those sorts of locals that take an interest in PvP but don't really do it. If you give them the team that you use in Master League, they're not going to be able to know how to pilot that, and you could run some auto-rec shit. Like I could bring the Greninja out and start like spinning some legendary. Don't look at me like it's copium. It happened last night. I was doing it to. Where's Max Zero? He's not in chat, but we caught a couple bodies with that Greninja. But the point is, it's not. People moan about the whole Master League is pay to win, but it's not even that. A lot of it's like pay to participate, which I can understand that if that's your argument. But in terms of saying it's pay to win, the only reason you're winning is because you're paying loads of money for these Master League mons. Not true. Like
I'd say it's more pay to get the perfect IVs.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, can you get away for 96?
It's RNG.
I'd say 99% of the time you absolutely can get away for 96.
Yeah.
But like if you want, the hundreds of everything, and like you're going to, need, a bunch of raids to get it. That's because just odds. It's the reality of things.
It's a loot box. It's basically gambling. You're basically you are putting money in, hoping for like a particular outcome, whether it be a perfect IV or a particular IV or a shiny or a Shundo.
Exactly.
Like you're literally. It's the same with But if we're putting it in like perspective, it's like buying like a trading card game pack. You're looking for a hit.
Exactly.
You want one of your holders to be worth more than the pack.
Well, look, if you break it down, it's essentially a loot box.
Yeah, it is.
Essentially.
Yeah. It is a loot box. I mean, I think it's 100% gambling.
They got in a load of shit for it with the whole egg situation, because loads of people are like, I see it on the Silph Road Reddit and everything like that, and just quite a few other Reddit pages and posts and stuff. They were saying loads of like independent research. They were hatching X amount of eggs, doing this, and they weren't getting anything that was promised. Which is why I introduced a thing in the game where when you go on the eggs, you can see what's in the egg pool. So at least there's a bit of transparency, but there's no odds next to it. A lot of that was provided through Silph and like Leak Duck and stuff.
Yeah, we're all into a good agreement here. We need to have a little bit of disagreement just for the content.
Go on.
You winners! How could you pay to win? How dare you?
Man, I'm paying. I sometimes lose. Like it happens. That's when it's still a skill issue.
See, but then for me, like I didn't really get into GBL. I'd say until season 10, when the Leon post came out, was when I really got into it. But like up until then, like for me, raiding is like my favorite part of the game. Period. I love it. I enjoy doing it. Don't get me wrong, I understand the way that I was doing it was a lot different to others, because I had my online raiding community, and Dude, it was a fucking vibe.
For a lot of people, it's jealousy though. It is they're jealous of the community of friends that you have and you have made. They're jealous of the financial freedom you may have in terms of raiding. Like,
so what is your favorite Mon 2? What is your favorite Legendary 2 raid?
Oh god, that's a good question. See, it was Mewtwo, and then I got my Shondo finally. Rayquaza and Groudon. I love doing.
I had to book time off work, and I was there with like laptop, phone, another phone, just so I could I was doing all sorts.
There is only one correct answer, and we all know what that answer is.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Josh, do you know?
No, I know.
What is it?
I know what he's gonna say.
What is it?
What is it?
It rhymes with Poogia.
Oh no!
What, Lugia? Oh god, no!
No, what were you gonna say? No, oh no, it rhymes with Feetran.
Oh god, no! I hate. So I'm just looking at Pokédex now. So
not Feetran. We hate Feetran.
So I've seen 1,062 Mewtwo.
Holy shit.
What else would be close to that? I've seen 863 Kyogres. I've seen 868 Groudons. I've seen 1,452 Rayquazas. Oh no! For me, it's got to be Darkrai. I love raiding Darkrai.
I love Darkrai.
Darkrai. I need the Shondo. I've seen 1,240 Giratinas. I've seen 1,024 Darkrai's. I love raiding. I do. I love it. It's my favorite part of the game. I don't think that will ever change, to be honest. PvP, I fucking hate it, to be honest. I can't stand it. It's fucking horrific.
What do you think? What do you think my most seen legendary is?
I'm gonna go Mewtwo.
Mewtwo is at 141.
I'm looking at my catch rates of some of my mons, and I catch my mons more often than not. I'm very happy with
that. Is it more or less than that?
I've seen 111 Kyogres.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time I just stop when I get 100 and the XL for it, depending on.
I have seen 11 Regigigas. Let's fucking go.
Oh god.
I don't raid Regi. I did not raid Regigigas.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Right, what did we say? Heatran.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Heatran.
I've barely raided Heatran. Explain how I've ended up with 3 hundos. I don't want 3 hundo Heatran.
I've seen 409 Heatrans.
Dude, but here's why I love Heatran. Because it's very easy to raid. It's a fantastic raid mon to use.
It's not a good raid. Stop trying to tell people to use fucking Heatran.
Why are we just coking in the stream?
Because you know how times Heatran is in raids, Niantic wants us to like it. And it's my favorite Fire Steel Legendary.
Fair. Okay, fair enough.
In general,
right, should we go on to the next?
Yeah, in general, with just raid bosses and stuff, I just try and I know a lot of people will just either skip them if they don't have a shiny or they don't get the hundo. I'll just try and catch all of them and just try and make it worth the pass. Obviously there's the whole speed versus quantity argument, but still, if I get the IVs and it's maxed out, it's unlikely that I'll need it again. So I just kind of wait for the next thing. But
so see, I raided Thomas, or I'll send Thomas raid. So that's why I like raiding a Feetran, because I don't have to do any of the work.
Right, moving on. Right, we're still gonna start talking about Pokemon for a bit because we said we're moving on to some more stuff. This tweet, I don't know if you can see it on the screen. You probably can't, but I'll read it out for those that can't. So this was a tweet you did. I can't really see. Oh, I can see the date. 31st of August of this year. And you tweeted, just bought me a gallon of it. It's being smoking Marie habanero pepper sauce. This shit when. So you spent $59 on a gallon of habanero pepper sauce.
Should be 51 plus $8 tax, I think. Because it was a
okay. So you spent. So like I said, you spent $59 because 51 plus $8 is 59.
Yeah.
So because you paid for the shipping.
Yeah.
So that counts as.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah, why? How long does that last you? Do you still have it now?
Yeah, I mean, about a quarter of the way done.
You've done a quarter in
You've only done a quad. That seems like light work, man.
Of hot sauce?
I reckon
Of habanero hot sauce?
I reckon that would last me a week, man, or something stupid.
A gallon? Do you know how big a gallon is?
Yeah.
Big jugs. You know, big jugs.
Hold on. You said a week?
No, I'm capping.
You said a week, right?
I'm capping, but all I'm saying is,
right, here, I'll grab
surprised that it took you a month to do water. No, he knows I'm capping, man. But my point is, like, I would cane that. I would cane that. But if I spend $60 on it, then maybe that's why he's making it last.
Yeah, you definitely would absolutely fucking hammer that into the ground.
All over it, mate. All over like a dog eating hot chips. Just on the remote raid thing, while Brownballer's gone, just reading Amy's comment in the chat. I'll skim read it because it's a bit of an essay. Also, welcome in, Amy. Remote raid now, basically ruined online communities. Yeah, we spoke a lot about that. It ruined a lot of, because a lot of people made worldwide friends. And
dude, you've hardly put a dent in that.
There is no way you're finishing that in 2 weeks.
You lot just cut me off while I'm talking. And it's good for players that obviously like
you definitely would.
Or a rural area. Daily limit impedes me now. Yeah, I feel that as well.
Do a shot of it right now for stream.
This is hot.
Yeah, send it. Fucking send it. Let's go.
Sent home.
Where's my fucking hot sauce? Fuck it.
Fuck it, we'll do a hot sauce shot.
Fuck it, we'll all do a hot sauce.
Can you put your crack away, please?
Suck your mother.
I'd rather do that than see your ass crack. I'm not gonna lie. Right, let's
It's warm.
What, his ass crack?
Right.
I need to get a new shot glass. Oh, you're doing that one.
Fuck it, I'm doing it. Well. No, hell no. I don't know if you saw, but not long ago, me and Thomas did. No. So me and Thomas did our version of Hot Ones.
Are
you all right? You good?
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
Oh shit! You done your shot already?
Yeah.
Oh crap! We just got to get ours. But yeah, so like it was fine, and then like the last 4 sauces in the set were fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
it was unreal, bro. You are struggling. I can see your forehead.
It's a really fucking hot sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I can see your forehead.
Oh shit! No, can you see his lips? I know it goes around your lips, but obviously when you're salivating and stuff, your lips become very red. You can see that as well. On the Scoville, like Scoville units wise, how many Scovilles is this this sauce?
I don't know.
You're looking at me like you don't know what Scovilles are. Do you know what Scovilles
are? I know what it is.
Yeah.
I just know what this one is.
Because I probably honestly, I was just gonna say I probably bought this at GoFest Global, which is probably the same time you bought yours. Obviously, I've not done as much. It's a smaller bottle, but for context, this is a Carolina. So yours is a habanero, yeah. So
35,000.
Okay, I mean, I think you're wrong. It's 350,000, but
350,000, yeah.
So look, Scotch bonnet habanero on here, 350,000. This sauce that I'm having above it, 2.2 million.
Yeah.
Fucking send it.
1 second. But the thing is, it's chunky. That's the worst bit. If it was like straight like sauce, like it was quite liquidy and runny and watery. So a lot of those, I don't know if you gave a bit of backstory about the
Brownballer is dying, bro. He is glistening, man.
I have to wank this off to enough out. This is gonna be bad, guys. This is
why are we taking that much hot sauce?
This is gonna be bad. Right.
Chin.
Oh, I didn't sign up for this.
No, man, that's yummy.
Yeah, how many flavors of hot sauce do you have in your house?
Mine.
Thomas has loads.
Not many. Obviously, we had all those hot wings ones, the little bottles and stuff. I finished all of those. I've got this Carolina Reaper hot sauce, World Hottest Pepper, Tropical Sun. I haven't got as many as I used to have.
I have 22, I think.
Oh, shit, my mouth is burning. Fuck. Shit.
No, what did you expect?
Okay, so fucking hell.
Why did we do this right now?
So fucking hell, I'm hiccuping. Okay. So why did you buy a gallon of hot sauce?
To eat it.
Okay, but why?
It's cheaper to buy in bulk.
Okay, but so why specifically that one, or is that just like your favorite?
It's what me and my friends get.
What just like hang out and just like dip it in your chips, or like what?
Just put it on everything.
On literally everything.
Yeah.
Fuck me, that is fucking hot.
I'll get some.
I'm pretty sure we killed Thomas.
This is not
Man's got the milk. Oi, no milk.
No.
No fucking milk. Milk is cheating. Pussy hole.
Look at his face compared to his neck.
He doesn't have a neck. It's a fucking neck beard.
Oh.
Bro, mate, man is actually dying. Like, bro is actually fucking...
Eva's morning coffee ain't gonna have no milk. I'm joking.
Thomas, man, you good, bro? Fucking hell, that is hot. Thomas, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's a lot of milk.
Brother, we've just seen you chug 2 glasses of milk.
Now 3.
Back to back. So okay. So
Thomas, let the milk just sit on your lips. Don't drink it necessarily.
No, it's in my throat.
Yeah, of course it is. He loves that milky shit in his throat. Go on, take it, you dirty little bitch. Oh, would you look at that?
What?
Someone in the chat has redeemed do a shot of booze. So,
wait, isn't
guys,
booze and hot sauce a wait.
It's a bad idea. Mate, have you just polished off that full milk?
Has this ever happened before?
Huh?
Has this ever happened before?
So when we did the hot sauce challenge,
yeah,
someone in chat gifted 10 subs for us to do a shot of the hottest one we had.
Yeah.
And like, I had to go to the bathroom because I was like, I'm gonna fucking be sick. Lucky enough, I wasn't.
I need a piss.
But,
I'm going for a piss.
No, he's not going for a piss. He's going to throw up. 100% he's going to be sick. 100 fucking percent. 100 fucking percent. He has gone to fucking be sick. Alright, I'm gonna do my shot.
We have to wait for Thomas.
It's fine. We can just do another one when he comes back.
Okay. Well, someone else needs to redeem it again.
So, okay, so for anyone...
Do we let Thomas slide on this one since he's dying?
Hell no, he doesn't get a free pass. The game's a game. Fucking send it, man. Okay. So for anyone listening on Spotify, YouTube, make sure you subscribe to Thomas's Twitch when we go live for these. You can get involved with the fun. You can just make us stuff. If we can interact, it's all good. But Brownballer, cheers, man. Thanks for coming.
Cheers. That does not feel well with the hot sauce.
This is quite nice. So this is a a honey rum.
Ooh.
It's really good.
And then he wonders why he has such bad acid reflux.
Yes. But right, okay. So while we're waiting for him, let me pull up the next tweet we have to use. Fuck me, that is burning my mouth, man.
I'm good. Actually,
you still need to take a shot.
Yeah, no, dude. I'll happily take a shot. This is like strawberry cream liqueur. Like that doesn't sound like heaven. I don't know what does. No, I am good. I just had to. Basically, what I did is I did go for a piss, but I wrung my tongue under the tap. That was it. No, and this helps as well. So.
You mean you threw up? Is what you're saying?
No, oh God, I didn't.
So
I don't throw up from like alcohol or hot sauce. I just I have to try and firm it like that. Not very well though. Right, where we at?
So
you drank enough milk that you're not gonna fucking shit for a week.
Yeah, Evie's got no milk for it. She literally, I went in the kitchen, true story. I went in the kitchen, got the milk. She's like, "Hey, I need something for my coffee." And then I'll go over the road and get some for a coffee before I go to work.
Okay, so PvP Steve tweeted out on the first of the 8th. I would have received 300 CP from the 2 regionals plus whatever that I competed in. Shit. I'm interested to find out where the world's invite cutoff will be next year. Need to do some more traveling. Nexus said, I hear Europe.
Oh, Nexus Ilya.
Yeah. Said, I hear Europe has some nice places. You replied, really? ? I heard the small city called London leads the world in Phone Fest, but to be fair, it's not actually in Europe.
It's right. It's not in Europe.
So, like, why?
I can't see.
What's the context?
I can't show the thread, but your actual tweet is here. I've managed to get it up.
Oh wait, okay. The Phone Fest is a correct stat, is it not?
Yeah.
We discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
And it's also it left the European Union, so it's not in Europe.
No. Do you know what the European Union is?
Yes, it's the Union of Europe.
But can you define it more specifically? You know, not every country is in the European Union.
Yeah, it's okay. Right. Okay, do you want the serious answer or the joke answer? The comedic answer for
both.
Okay, I'll do the serious answer first. It's the intercommerce of Europe to allow free trade and travel between European countries, and I think it also is some sort of association with a military. I don't think it's NATO. It's a different.
Correct.
World War II pact.
Yeah, it's not NATO.
Correct.
Yeah. But
and the joke answer.
It's where you apply to be in Europe.
Fuck's sake. Just really random one. What's your actual? I saw on your jersey was it Spence or Spencer on the back?
Yeah.
So
Spencer.
Is that your name or surname?
Surname.
What's your surname?
Who has their first name on the back of a jersey?
Yeah.
What?
Why do you have your first name on the back?
He doesn't.
My surname.
He just said that.
What?
I just said that.
What? So
it's my surname.
Oh, I thought you said first name. That's why I asked what your surname was. No, I misheard you. I do apologize. So, all right, what's your first name?
Michael
Spencer.
Oh, that's dead. That is dead as fuck. I can see why you go Brownballer instead. That's.
Someone said, is there any relation to Diana Spencer?
Yes, there is.
Shagging her, yeah.
No joke. No cap. There is.
Oh, no
what
cap. On God, yeah.
No,
Stab the cap.
On God, yeah.
No cap. There is.
Okay, go on. Talk to us.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it super direct. It's not like, hey, we know each other. But I think we're like the same, like 6 times great grandfather is related. They're like, yeah. They're closer to most people.
Bro, that's the equivalent of me being like, oh yeah, you remember Adam and Eve? Yeah, I'm related to them. That's.
It's not that far if you think about it in terms of it's relatively close.
Okay, but do you know from which relations though?
Yeah, it's someone did a genealogy search. I don't remember who exactly it is, but
I'm related to
I think
I'm related to Mahatma Gandhi a few times down.
But I mean, it's a lot closer than I think anybody else can name that they are.
Okay.
Fair enough. Right, we're gonna move on because.
So sorry, I'm just like processing.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
So you are down the line six relations from Princess Diana. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Is that like accurate, or are you just capping?
It's accurate. Someone in my family did like a genealogical research and found the connections. I don't have it on me directly to say exactly what it is or who it is in my family that is.
Okay, so could
it's,
you ask
it's what I've been told by the person that did the genealogical research.
So could you ask them to like send you it and then like tweet it to us?
I'll try to. I mean, I just don't know
because that's like super interesting.
I'd have to. I might be able to do it myself. I might be able to follow it from her family tree. The issue is like once it obviously spread the shit ton.
So sorry, I'm kind of just like buffering IRL.
Yeah,
like,
so am I.
So I'm just trying to like. Okay, so I'm gonna go off a whim that it's an auntie. At the start, like from you, it's an auntie.
No, it should be. I think no, it should be. Couldn't be, because if it was an aunt, then they'd lose the name.
Not necessarily. Some keep the name, but I get what you're saying.
Not in those days.
Yeah, I mean traditionally no.
Right, okay. So which family member took that test?
It wasn't a test. They did the research to find the tree.
See, you need to take one of the proper test things then.
I mean, I can look through the tree. It's just I have to double check which names it is.
Man said look through the tree.
Man said look through the tree. Let me look through.
Are you coming to the tree?
Oh man, right. Let's move on before we all start buffering on that.
Right. So this tweet was 10th of July of this year. I was left in charge of children this weekend, and this happened. And there is an ice cream sundae that I'll try and enlarge a bit. Oh, it just zooms it in.
Oh yeah, this is a great story.
Okay, just for context, you don't have any children of your own, do you?
Not that I know of.
No, you know. Okay.
Is there something that I know of.
Okay. Is there something you want to tell us?
Thomas, how do I tell you this?
Oh shit! Sorry, Dad. Right.
Thank you, son.
Right. So I'm just thinking, who in their right mind is going to let you look after their kids?
I am actually quite responsible with children.
I thought you were going to say good with kids. You saved this. You dodged a bullet there. That's where I was going to go. I bet you're good with kids.
No. So this was a hydroplane event that was held near my city.
Yeah. Sorry?
Do you know what hydroplanes are?
No.
I've heard of them, but I don't know what they are.
So what they are is they're racing boats that can go like 100 miles an hour.
Right, okay.
So why are they called hydroplanes if they're boats?
Because they're hydroplaning on the surface when they drive.
Okay. Thomas, you fucking knobhead. As if you didn't fucking get that.
What?
From that new bell end.
What? I'm back.
Go on. Carry on. Sorry.
So we have like a very there's a lot of vintage stuff there. So like during like the 50s and 60s, these boats used to race in these cities near where I live. And so we have like events here to like commemorate those annual races that were actually competitive. And they basically run full throttle laps with limited number of boats so that it's safe for everyday people to run these boats. So my boss owns 3 of these boats.
Mm-hmm.
So he has boats and he takes around it. So he invited me down to be in the pits and enjoy the race and to help out a little bit and potentially drive one of these boats that day.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a drive that day, but there was a second event where I did get to drive a boat in.
Right.
So he's in like his 60s and has like kids, and he's got a brother who also does it as well, and he has like grandkids. So we took the grandkids to go get lunch. So we went to this restaurant that's like a all you can eat buffet, and we were watching over the kids and like helping them get their food and stuff. So the food went fine, everything, and then
whose kids?
it came time for
whose kids were they? I don't know if you.
They're my boss's nieces.
Okay.
Right.
So he was with them.
So
no.
So they're not your boss's kids. They're just.
No, because their parents were actually racing in the boats and helping out. So they were hungry.
Yeah.
And their kids. So
So they thought you're the man for the job to give them ice
cream. Yeah. So they put us in charge of them, and this one. So it came dessert time, and there's 3 levers for ice cream. One of them has handles, and 2 of them do not. So the kid pulls the one that does not have a handle. Well, let me rephrase that. Has knobs on the end of the handle, so like it's not designed to be pulled. The kid pulls it anyway, and it doesn't go back up.
Oh no!
And the ice cream
everywhere.
The ice cream keeps coming out and out and out, and the kid cannot get the ice cream to stop. And like I'm helping one of the other kids while they're getting ice cream because without the kids to be able to get the ice cream. And by the time we get over there, like there's so much ice cream that's come out, and we only get the ice cream to stop.
Did you have to pay for it?
That's all you can eat. You already paid for it.
Oh, fair. Oh, so you can just.
Yeah.
Wee.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the best part, the kid comes over and says, "Wait a second, I'm lactose intolerant."
Oh God. Fucking hell. He must have been dead.
You've killed a kid. You've killed a small child.
The kid didn't eat the ice cream, but they had got cookies, so we just had a bowl full of ice cream.
I can just imagine some little Augustus Gloop fat shit that you've just killed, like.
No.
He's like Willy Wonka in the ice cream.
Mr. Wonka, I love your chocolate. That's his kid. Oh, Brownballer, I love your ice cream.
So that was pretty funny.
Oh shit. Funny. Right, what's the next one? I believe this is the last one. This is more about the EU.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got this one. So Jonkus tweeted out, I still have no idea who thought London would be a great idea to hold Go Fest, literally on an island, cut off every way of traveling other than planes. One of the few countries with no euro as in the money. City with the most phone theft. And you replied, also left out, not in the EU, so we could make a case they aren't actually part of Europe. From the map, it looks like an island. Need I say more?
Which to me,
I mean, to me that feels like a bait tweet for clicks.
For who? For me or for Biancas or for me?
No, from you.
Because you need a certain level of intelligence to understand what you're saying. Like it's clear proof that you know that the difference between the continent of Europe and the European Union as an organisation. So with that in mind, with that base knowledge you have, you're able to make these sort of intelligent jokes to try and bait like brain dead Twitter moms into actually liking it and thinking, oh yeah, no, he's right. They're referendum. They're not in Europe. Like.
Okay. Here's the real question: How many people, when Brexit happened, think that England actually left Europe? Like that had to be said. There's no way it wasn't.
No, there was quite a few that genuinely
like,
did believe that was what was happening.
Well,
yeah. So like,
16-year-olds were able to vote, weren't they, in the referendum? Yeah. So it was like that's the sort of level we were dealing with.
Oh, so like I've watched all of this shit when it happened. Like, I mean, I have minimal opinion on it. I think I don't know what you guys' opinion on it is, or if it's controversial to say. I don't think that they should have left the European Union. That's my opinion.
No politics.
But
no politics.
I know. That is, I mean, but from what I've seen from American-based sources, John Oliver, that I'll see the people saying stupid shit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is comedy gold. How do I fucking translate this into reiterating what they said?
Yeah.
And like putting it into a pogo sense of where I see that tweet open up, and I'm like, okay, I watched this news article about that. I fully know what's happened, and then I'm like, okay, like. Well, let's see if we can mold this story like this. And then I'm like, okay, if it gets no views, cool. If it gets a bunch of interactions,
well, people genuinely shorten like Europe into EU. So that's the confusing thing. So it's like with regionals and stuff. Obviously, there's like you'll say like NA regionals, EU regionals.
Yeah.
Like they're just using the EU as like a shortened way of saying Europe, but it's capitalized, which means it stands for something, and what it stands for is obviously, as we all know, the European Union. So people are just using EU as an abbreviation. They're just using it interchangeably as a shortened alternative of saying Europe. So they're confusing themselves. So you see that and think, you know what, like we could take advantage of these Twitter fucking literally Reddit toilet bugs, whatever you want to call them, and fucking just banter some people.
Right. Okay. Let's get a little bit like edgy and on the lines here.
Okay.
So for me, don't get me wrong, I like Jonkers. He's a nice guy, but do you not think he just tweets some utter shit?
Oh, I see it, and I see it get views.
A lot of the time.
Oh, I see it, and I see it gets views and likes and clicks and tweets. I'm like okay, he's on something. He's on to something.
The worst one I think he tweeted was, it was about EUIC. He said that, he tweeted, what did he say? He said that this was after the tournament. He said because EUIC was a tournament after Utrecht, the one that he came third in. So obviously he was one place away from qualifying. So he tweeted, what did he say? It was that EUIC it wasn't good. I got RPS'd every game and I went out. I was the one that sent Jonkers home, and I can confirm that there was no RPS on my side from him until the second game. I won with Trevenant on a liquor tongue in the first game, and then I made him top left in the second, which he actually shouldn't have done. You're not actually allowed to top left, but he top left. I wasn't going to tell him he had to play it out. Altari versus G-Fisk in a twos. He just left.
So like I said, and I like I said, I actually do like Jonkers. We do actually.
Oh, he was sound. He was sound guy. Yeah.
But
I love Jonkers.
But like, dude, just shut up. Like, just give it a break. So the whole thing I didn't understand was he was more than happy to come to London for EUIC. He was super up for it. So he stayed in the hotel literally 4 doors down from my house. Right? Happy. And then when GoFest rolls around, all of a sudden he has a problem with coming to London. And it's like, you were just here. you were literally here.
Look, if it doesn't suit and serve your own interest, then that's completely understandable and everyone's entitled to that. But just like you said, have a day off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
you've been before literally the other month.
Yeah, but then the thing is, you can sit there and you can moan and you can complain, but then he still came.
Yeah, all that moaning, all farting, no shit.
And it's like, dude, man, touch some grass, man. Like, on. Like there's just no need because then like Brownballer, like you said, like it sets people up to be like, oh, I can get a few fucking clicks off this,
Yeah.
with like something like witty, right?
But if you
And
put it on the flip side, he's seeking. It's like you see it a lot, not just with him. I don't want to feel like it's just only him that does it, but you see it with a lot of tweets. People are seeking the sort of approval from their tweets, and that's sort of the purpose of these tweets. You want people to say they absolutely agree with you. Like it's not like that's no shade or anything. I feel like I tweeted something like that this week about the gatekeeping. Josh has tweeted like when you want to gauge community opinion, obviously you're gonna tweet in a way that you want people to be like, oh yeah, no, I agree with you, but then sometimes it's just like, yeah, is it really necessary?
I fucking love Josh's tweets. Josh's tweets are like, man, like whatever, like
you've said
Josh has been
you said this to me before. It's not the first time you said this.
Yeah. So the best part about you guys are early. So like Josh will wake up and like start going about his day and be on Twitter. So like I will wake up, go to work. I'm gonna read all this gold. I'm like, oh, I love it. It's like people are like, oh, why did I get banned? I'm like, and Josh is like, well, look right here. You posted that you're spoofing.
Yeah. I'm good for that. So to be fair, I had one earlier this week when the stuff the Sinnoh tour came out. Let me pull up it. So this tweet got 24,000 views, right? And basically, right. So don't get me wrong, I think Niantic run the game really bad.
Yeah.
And I do think they should be called out, but I also think people need to understand certain things from a business business side, and they don't. Right, and so the thing that I was seeing. So bearing in mind, I was talking about the global Sinnoh tour, which is a free event, right?
Yeah.
And the people who were complaining about ticketed events were complaining that it was a free event, right? So for me at that point, it was like, what the fuck are they supposed to do? Like you're fucking.
You pay for it, you don't. You're still complaining.
Right?
Yeah.
But then the people who paid for the last one, like, oh, what a waste of money, blah blah blah. Those same people are now like, oh, what? There's no pay ticket, and
There's
it's
no
like
option to upgrade. Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you literally asked for this. Like, make up your fucking mind. So I think I tweeted out something along the lines of, some of you are really backwards and you don't know what you want.
Oh, that's so many people in general. Like,
oh, dude,
it's so accurate. I mean, people want to have their cake and eat it too.
It's just an excuse to moan. Yeah, it's just an
excuse to bitch.
It's an excuse to deflect what's going on in their lives in the real world.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? It's like, oh, this okay, right? They may be right in saying the event isn't good. That opinion standalone is fine, but you can't have two contradicting sort of points of view like that. You can't say you can't say I love something and hate something at the same time. It doesn't work.
But then for me, the thing that I love most about those tweets is there's always the few people, and it happened on this tweet as well this week. Someone called me a Niantic shrill, and I'm like, you really don't fucking know me, like, at all. Like I call them out on their bullshit more often than not.
Oh, they're basically saying you're fucking like, oh, you're like a spokesperson for like Niantic and fucking
yeah, they're basically calling you like but basically like a suck up,
a Niantic
right?
A Niantic bum boy,
right? But then what people don't see is I actually talk to people who work for Niantic.
Whoa,
and I will tell them.
So they're right.
Right?
They were
No, but when I talk to them, I tell them straight up, like, things that I don't fucking like. and things that shouldn't happen, right? But so as Brownballer said about the spoofs, I fucking hate spoofers. I hate them. They get away with everything in this game.
Yeah, they do.
I fucking hate it. And funnily enough, there was one guy. I don't know if you guys saw it. So one of them, and I'm not going to mention his name because he doesn't deserve any kind of promotion because he's a fucking scumbag.
Does it begin with an M?
Yeah.
Oh, his code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So absolute prick. So he has a very like cult like following is the way I would describe it. And I called him out for spoofing. And he basically got his friends to like harass he basically got his friends to harass me and my partner on Twitter, basically, right? For no fucking reason other than I called him out for cheating, right? But so he recently it was literally last week, he got cancelled, so he ran a giveaway for something, I don't know what it was.
I think I saw that, yeah.
Logged into the guy's account and then locked him out of his account and fucking sold the account. And and so he's just been like fully cancelled for that. And I'm like, see, spoofers are shit people. Period. There is no like there's no other way about it. They're fucking cheaters.
You know what kind of people I hate? I hate defitters. Anyone that's ever defitted. Disgusting.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. That's why I use SitSync now.
Oh, for fuck's
sake.
It's just better.
Jesus Christ, man. Why did you remember?
But,
I feel like we've had this conversation before. Why did we start then stop defitting?
Because I ran out of stuff to defit.
Okay, but why did you start?
Because we had the half egg distance. It was COVID, and I was at my parents' house, and I had no way to hatch eggs. This is before XLs were a thing. And I was introduced to it by some people in our community. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can actually hatch 10K eggs. Because before, I had like a trebuchet that I had my phone rubber banded to, and I was swinging it for hours. I'm like, this is awful.
The old swing
and then,
the sock, yeah. What a trick.
It wasn't a sock, it was a trebuchet. It's at my parents' house.
Oh, fair.
I used it to in like high school and stuff. So like I repurposed it into a phone rocker to rock the phone and hatch eggs. But then 12Ks were so much effort and work. I'm like, I cannot physically do this. And like, I don't want to sit there with 12 eggs and just never be able to hatch them because Adventure Sync didn't work. And I couldn't go outside because it was wintertime, it was COVID, and I needed to hatch eggs. So I'm like, I did it.
So how many kilometers have you walked in game now?
48K.
Let's double check.
Okay, so to be fair, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It became, once they put a 40 kilometer limit per day on it, it just rocked up to that amount and then stopped.
So
to be fair, he's right.
So because I know, so he doesn't stream anymore, but he was a really well-known Pogo streamer, and he had well over 100,000 kilometers.
Who is it?
I'm not going to name names because
is he European?
I'm not here for that. I cannot confirm or deny.
Okay, did he stream in the morning?
I don't think so.
Was he a PvP?
Was he PvPer?
Very good PvP.
Yeah.
Did he win any major titles?
No.
No.
I thought we were talking about someone else then. Oh, my bad.
Who are we talking about?
Are we playing like Guess Who? You know, where you flick the fucking
DM me. Because they may be the one that actually got me into defit.
No, I doubt Dancing Rob got you into defit.
No.
Okay, we're not talking about
dude, I remember this when he won the World Championship and people were like, about him defitting, and I'm like,
yeah,
to be fair, they're right.
Amy thought we were on about Rob too, so it weren't just me.
No.
Okay, so we're not going to say who we're actually on about then. Fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Do they have multiple accounts?
Who doesn't? To be fair.
True. Okay, DM me who it is.
No, no, we're not outing people.
That's a trap.
I don't want to say it in
trap.
chat. Just DM me. Alright, fine. I'll DM you.
Wait, what?
What? You're not gonna DM me who it is.
You're just gonna ask who it is in DM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, like I get it, but I also don't get it at the same time. The whole.
I mean, most of my kilometers are before XLs were a thing, and I could just hatch eggs. Is that who it is?
Right.
Is it right?
Look. What did you message me on?
Discord.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who got me into it.
Okay, DM me. Someone DM me, and then I'll
let's dot.
And then I'll leak it.
It's really funny.
No, fuck off. DM me. I won't look at it.
Yeah.
I've closed
I got you. No, I got you.
I've closed it off on my thing, so you won't see Discord on the stream anyway. Oh yeah, she got me into it as well. She actually brought me into this world. Guys, we're gonna reveal who he's on about. One sec.
Your mum, innit? Mate, look at those pictures. Put those pictures up on stream.
Wait, is that the Queen?
No,
it's Elton John. Elton John with Thomas's face on it.
Oh wait, where'd you get that
at? So our chap's resident memer, Mike.
That is so good. That is so
good. Mike is incredible at memeing. He's he's so quick.
Like it has the what's it called? Flower crown Thomas on it.
Flower crown Thomas. Oh, that's quality. That's fucking good, man.
Shout out to Mike.
Right, wait, fucking hell, we're nearly 3 hours in, boys. I think it's maybe time we start
drinking more.
Start drinking more. Fucking hell.
For some of us, it's 2 a.m.
That's when you go out to the bars in England.
Yeah, but not when you have work in like 7 hours.
Yeah, I've worked in 4 hours.
Just drink more. If you go hungover, you can't stop being drunk.
Dude, you need to come to England because that is the kind of logic me and Thomas follow at some of these events that we go to. Like,
I'm going to come to England. It's definitely one of my places to go soon.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to go see, everything awesome there. Go see Thomas's mom.
Hey, Thomas's mum catching strays out here.
All I was gonna say, really, that's fine, but there's a long waiting list because there's enough man that outside the door. So the postman's there, the milkman's there.
If the milkman's there, do you think he could refill the milk jug that you drank?
Yeah. So he can refill the milk.
Wow. Right, boys, I am gonna propose we do one more shot, and then we wrap it up because I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't feel like 3 hours at all. I'm not even gonna lie.
Shot of booze, yeah.
Yes, definitely a shot of booze. No, you do not need another shot of hot sauce. You would be you'd be finished.
I'm gonna shoot the other needle. I swear to God.
But so. Brownballer, before we take the shot, we do like to ask our guests, like, have you got anything going on, anything coming up, anything you want to shout
out? Just most of my Twitch stream. I'm on there. Trying to be more regularly. Honestly, I have a lot of stuff going on here recently, but hopefully trying to get more consistent. I know I didn't like this most recent meta a lot, so hopefully this new meta gets me back into the game. But just try to do some new stuff overall. Hopefully this game gets better. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully, maybe Brownballer10 Part 2 on the podcast and just continue this on.
Hell yeah.
I know people want to hear the nonsense. All right.
Sure.
And I know chat loved me, right?
Yes, absolutely. And then just while you're taking the shot, we do also like to ask our guests and think about this. Is there anyone you would like to see on the cast next?
That's a great question.
So, cheers, boys.
Well, there's 2 people I'd like to see on the cast.
Go for it. Who's number 1?
Thomas's mum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get her on.
Yeah.
Get her on.
Yeah, so she's on the OnlyFans we do. So.
Thomas is catching strays out here. Fucking hell.
Catching strays and taking this wood. Okay,
let's see here.
Which like pogo streamers, content creators, battlers, notable members of the
I mean, it doesn't even have to be a pogo streamer, to be fair. Drake, Eminem, Tom Brady,
Donald Trump.
Snoop Dogg.
You want to see Snoop Dogg on it? So, okay, so who can we get on here that is like the pogo's equivalent to Snoop?
Who smokes bare weed in the pogo community?
Who's from Netherlands?
Just
inadequate.
Yeah, that could happen.
Guys, we have asked Martijn about the cast, but at the time we asked him probably wasn't the most opportune time.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, that reminds me. I do need to message him. He did say to message him during December.
Oh, that's who we need to get. No. Yeah, I know who you're saying. We need to get Mohammed Uzumaki. Fucking stoner, man.
Yeah.
We'll get
Mr.
Cold Love.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this up here. So this has been episode 11. I Boozy, myself, Josh, Thomas, my amazing co-host, and our amazing guest, Brownballer10. Be sure to go follow him on his socials, on Twitch, Twitter. Get to see some real spicy DGen GVL plays, high-level gameplay. Yeah, thank you for coming on, Brownballer, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming to the pub, hanging out with us. So guys, we're gonna raid out here. Shout out to all our YouTube, Spotify listeners. You guys are amazing. Thomas, when is our next cast?
So next episode it won't be as late as this one. So again, to echo what Josh said, shout out everyone that's listening to us now on Twitch and watch us now on Twitch. And if you're rewatching this on YouTube or re-listening on Spotify, shout out to you as well. But we'll be live again Friday the 8th at, I believe, 9 p.m. UK time, which is more our usual time. And we will be joined by the wonderful Pocket Monster Max. So that should be a good one. A lot of Britishness in one stream. Say Brownballer didn't quite fit the bill for Britishness. He didn't pass the test, but he passed the vibe check, so we'll give him that. But
shout out to Pip Pip Cheerio, all the knobs out there.
Toodle Pip, God save our gracious Queen.
Lord, she's still alive. She is still alive.
She's still alive. She's just chilling with Tupac and Elvis somewhere in a cave.
That's what I've been saying.
That's what she's saying.
Absolute madness.
All right, Thomas. Should we raid someone?
Yeah. So guys, again, thank you for listening to the cast, and we'll be back next week on the 8th with Pocket Monster Max, and I will see you guys then. All right. Peace out, guys.
Much love to you all.